So I'm going to start rolling. Okay. Before I forget, I have a new person now, so I have to do the whole thing. So hold on a second. Let me do the patron bit, and then we'll do our usual ring around. Because now it's thanking our patrons like Aga Comics Quad, Jeremy Vasquez, Kylie Den, Nestor Flores, Rogue Ramen, Shawnee P, Soda424, and Video Gamer 75. That's how I'm saying your name. If you don't like that, you'll have to at me or something if you're even listening to this. But yeah, okay, we got a new person. Yay, more patrons. More money. We good. Yay. Let's see.
Dollar bills, yo.
Okay, so
review. So let's roll Destiny.
You can't see me, but I just did the fucking making it rain gesture.
Yeah. I knew exactly what you meant the moment you said, "Oh hey, that's great."
Low points. What point value?
1 light and 3 dark. So everybody keep that in mind. That's good. That's great. I'm gonna spend some shit. Okay.
Yay! Or dark.
To roll duty. That's still the same, I think.
Yeah. So I think it's like 45 under.
Fighting today.
Ooh, well that's somebody. So
wow.
I said I'd do this in alphabetical order, so that's actually X.
Yes.
Which is your duty is loss prevention?
Yes, loss prevention 10.
Alright, so after last session, you're thinking about how that was really bad that a mud shark tried to eat your commander, your general.
Yes.
And you should do something about that. So, you get +2 wound threshold for this session, and everybody else gets +1. Yay!
Yay!
Duty actually triggers. Lucky's gonna need that.
Suddenly 5 wounds.
I still have one strain, but that's whatever.
It's between sessions. You can ditch the strain. We're switching scenes anyway. You can recover one.
I'm
Everybody
not
clear up your
gonna
strain,
be-
but don't clear up any wounds you have. Oh, wait.
It's only one.
I'm still down.
We're still in the
Well, technically I'm down
midst
2
of,
now. Unless I...
So we're clearing out...
Yeah, recover your strain. We're basically switching scenes. So you can go ahead and remove strain. Okay, so we did Duty and Destiny. Do we want to go around the table and talk about what we spent our EXP on? Everybody always loves that.
If I remember that, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I remember. Aramaa bought her first rank in negotiation, and then 2 talents. The first is jump up, which in once per round may stand from a seated or prone position as an incidental. And my first rank of parry, when hit by a melee attack, suffer 3 strain to reduce damage by 2 plus ranks and strain. Ranks and parry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I got talents of parry and sense danger. And I got my first point in education. Then I did do switch around with that well-rounded, which I didn't buy in plus in resilience yet. So I switched that over to medicine for my second career skill that became a career skill.
Mm-hmm. So naturally, both Jedi are like, I want to get some parry.
I got ranged heavy 2. I got a point athletics, and I now have pilot planetary.
Okay. That's solid.
Yeah,
I don't know. Loth, are you actually speaking? Your light is lit up, but I can't hear you.
Hello?
There you go.
Yes.
That's you. You're thumping around a little bit, but... Woo.
Sorry, this mic is a bit weird.
Is the corded correctly?
So do I sound alright?
No, you're clipping a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. I'm going to have to make sure to hunt that down to the edit.
Okay, how does this sound?
That's
sound
better.
good now.
That's a little better. Go for it.
I just disconnected and reconnected my headset.
It was probably some dust.
Yeah.
I had to do that yesterday, so don't feel bad.
No, we had to stop the show for like a solid, what would you say, 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
It was at least 5, maybe 10, to do some audio troubleshooting.
I barely remember it. But
that's good. I missed out on that because I was at my other game.
So that's how things do.
Yeah, so I bought a rank in race, and then I bought a rank in physical training, so that means I technically have it at 2 now, so I get to add 2 blue dice to athletics and resilience checks.
Ooh, join the club.
And I believe I also put another rank to medicine, because why not?
Yeah. Points, ranks, getting talents.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we last left off, actually, because I'm going to have to spell something, let me make sure to get my notes open. And get completely distracted by Twitter for a hot second. Go me.
Yeah.
That's how Twitter do.
Well, it was the tab that was open on my computer, so let me pull up my...
Oh, that's because the cute sexy Roblox literally just posted a fucking Tifa.
Oh no,
Correct.
that's dangerous.
Oh yes! Oh, yes.
That's the flotation right there.
Alrighty.
Oh, and Omega literally just posted it. God damn it.
It exudes a dangerous aura. Well, it's mostly just like you see cute, sexy robobots, and then it's like a race between like who can post it first.
Yeah, and it's not like me and Vesper's private conflict over who gets to post Daily Melt. Okay, where... It's in here somewhere. There it is. So, alright, last we left off, you got back in your ship, and we're gonna go check out the township of Idsrane, because you heard that there had been an attack there in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And so you fly away. Presumably, Cav is flying, because
Yes.
I believe you're the one with pilot space.
Yeah, that 1 point of pilot space.
So there's 2 positions up in the cockpit, so who's riding shotgun?
I'll do it, because I could typically have a skilled pilot.
Alright, that's fair. So somebody in the front, and you can decide if you want to assist or not, should make me, if you're, probably want to check out the sensor scopes, should probably make me a hard perception test. That's 3
Alright.
purples. And, like I said, if you guys want to...
I could assist.
Yeah.
I got-
you
would
were
like to
okay.
be in the back. Check.
I got 3
my,
cunning and a point of perception, so...
That's pretty good.
I can just assist, I guess.
Yeah. Well, basically the question is, do you have any points in perception?
Yes, 1 point.
Alright, just 1? Okay, then you have the same, so he adds a boost die to this, so keep that in mind.
Alright, so 3 purple, so 3p.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's how we do this.
Yellow, green, green, blue. Just checking for perception things. Just get minus black.
Yeah, there's no black because this is a sensory thing. As in, physically, the
success.
scanner stuff.
That
Wow,
was
that canceled out nicely.
Okay. Alright, you don't really get any special details, but you are observing on the scanners as you approach. I believe... actually, I should pull that up. Let me check how far it is, because you never know with vehicle sensor ranges. It could be that because this is a small shuttle, it's got a range of, like, close, or it could be that it's got a range of, like, short or medium or something, which in planetary terms is really, really far. So let me check the Ada-class shuttle. I scroll through about 1 million walkers, even my own document. So while I'm scrolling, in the back I assume is just Aramaa and the boys chilling, doing stuff.
I assume so.
Looking at things, not looking at stuff. Yeah, sensor range short, so that's pretty far. That's several... I mean, in personal scale, short in planetary is pretty far. It's... yeah, it gets confusing. Genesis is better about this. Everything in vehicles is the same range, except they add an extra range called strategic, which is, like, really fucking far. So I think short planetary scale is equivalent of, like, you know, to the horizon, you know, multiple kilometers. So with 1 success, you're watching the scanners, you're looking out for everything. You eventually detect a slight decrease in living thing readings on your beeple, and a slight increase of atmospheric smoke boopal, and you don't detect any additional signs of, like, power or motion or sound or any of the things your scanners would normally associate with a settlement. And like I said, you know this probably well before you're in visual range.
So we got nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys want to communicate that to anyone and talk about it, you can. Otherwise, you keep flying.
Okay.
Commander, it seems to be as expected.
Very well done.
Alright. You fly out. Yeah, hive mind. You fly out over there. Now you can get through your little bubble cockpit. You can get a visual.
Bubble.
I don't know. Like you said, this is, you know, depending on how much hive minding you want to do, you guys can call into the back compartment and have somebody come up, because it's not like it's sitting room only in the cockpit.
Okay.
And actually, technically, I think there's jumper seats in the back, so you could probably fit a couple of passengers back there.
Just do it like every other movie. Like, General, you need to see this without telling them what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Just like
it's
every
expected.
film.
It's like it's as we expected. There's nothing.
Yeah, well, you're approaching now, so you open it up. There's not really... It's been over a week. There's not really, like, fires burning or anything, but So, the last village of Canhead was in a relatively flat, muddy area, not a lot of ground coverage next to the equivalent of rivers and lakes because it's a swamp and the water coverage is very high. So, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between a mud flat and a lake. It's just depth,
Mm-hmm.
This is more towards, you're kind of circling it back around to some of the forested regions. You've got some Soul Grove trees and some other, tall growing plants, kind of building a slightly forested region, and it looks like the village of Idsrane was kind of logged out this terrain a little to build a little stilt village. Okay. You can see probably from the visual pass from this distance, you can see a section, all like fenced off area with trees planted in orderly rows, so it looks like there was some kind of orchard or vineyard shrub in there, something orderly like that. It's hard to tell from this distance, but you can see like cultivation. A lot of that looks like it's been scorched up or cut down. A lot of the villages, the homes you can see are like collapsed or burned in, and there's nobody moving around down there. No additional life signs. Heck. The plant life has not yet begun to reclaim it, but you can tell it probably will soon. And there's a couple of big open flat areas, just kind of like how you could land in the first sessions area, the camp that was, that wide open cut. There's basically like some spots where the ground has been flattened and slightly dried and maybe a tarp rolled over so you can land something of the size of your ship on it.
Oh, well, it seems like a good spot as any to set down. Padawan?
Alright. I'll just...
Foldy noises. Clunk. It is there.
Can I have Omega narrate my life with sound effects?
That's our new $100 Patreon tier.
Damn it.
A day of Omega narration.
Alright. Yes, so the ramp is down. If you guys don't want to do anything else, the clones will probably pop out of the ramp in tactical formation. Whoosh, whoosh.
Alright. So, let's,
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Let's get our boots on the ground.
Landing pad secure, General.
Very well. Alright, so let's get out and take a look around. Let's see. What does the sensor say about life signs again?
Fuck all,
Nothing.
Captain.
That's right.
There is no power signatures, no bio signs, other than just feedback. There's some plants here, I guess. You're detecting your, radio spectrometer or whatever, is detecting large amounts of carbon in the air from burned things. And that was about it. He only got one success, so it's just like, shit's fucked, Mr. President.
That seems about how big is Idsrane compared to Canhead?
So Idsrane, I would say that if you were on a scale of villages, Canhead was probably medium. There was a couple hundred people here. Looks like Idsrane was small. Maybe it was a little densely populated. It looks like there were several of these like stilt houses that were a couple stories tall. There looks like the remnants of almost like, now that you're up close, it's almost like a miniature tent city or like a covered bazaar. Like there was a space where a lot of people would set up stalls. If you remember from last session, somebody said that Idsrane was a market town.
Okay.
So it looks like that was kind of there. They had some crops that they grew, but this was basically just like a crossroad. People from outlying farms and other villages would come here to trade. And it looks like there is no motion, and you probably don't need to roll perception now that you're on the ground. There are what's left of bodies here, but it's been, like I said, probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks in the environs, so they're not great. If you want to do some CSI, that'd be medicine.
Okay.
And they're dead and stuff. I'm not going to make anybody roll field checks. They're already dead. It's not spooky.
I'll go and CSI.
The only
All
thing
right.
is just to find, like, a trail.
So roll me, I would call this an average medicine check, but because, unless you have, like, special, like a forensics med kit or something like that, which, God, it wouldn't surprise me if that exists. But you should probably take, let's call it a setback die for the fact that you're trying to do crime scene shit in the field in a swamp.
Right.
It's not ideal.
Great.
So yeah, so add a black and it's average.
Average, so YTT. is S.
Yes, S for setback.
I think I got this now.
It's only session 3, and we're okay.
Oh,
All right,
one success and one threat.
All right, well, take a strain. This is the first time you've conducted a field autopsy on a dead body. That's a little spookum.
Betraying a soul.
But yes, based on your expert medical knowledge, this person has probably been dead about a week and a half, judging by decomp and other factors. And there's some post-mortem damage from scavengers, though in general it looks like the fact that everything's all burned up and scorched means that animals aren't real keen on coming here. Cause of death, since you succeeded, you can clearly identify as looks like at least 1 or 2 blaster wounds to the torso, which especially since NPCs are usually pretty squishy, that's pretty rough, you know. You can get somebody with a couple of pistol shots.
Oh, just gonna
I'll just
survey.
hide behind this. They've been dead for a week and a half. Couple blaster shots.
I see.
Come on now, that doesn't even work. There's a
What?
comma there.
I can try, damn it.
There's peanut gallery stuff, it's okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
don't worry. I'm being stupid.
He's
What
dead.
What else is new?
Jim. So, shoot, let's go take a walk.
Alright, are you investigating?
Yes.
Alright, everybody make me an average perception check.
Okay.
All right,
Actually, no. Let's make it a hard perception check, but no setback. I was thinking about setback for environmentals, but no, we'll call it hard because it's been a long time. It is physically harder to do.
Alright,
Okay.
no one help each other, so we're all just doing that.
Well, yeah, I guess that depends. Do you want to just do, like, 4 individual rolls?
I'd rather do
Yeah,
400.
Yeah,
Four
let's do,
individual
alright, let's do it 4
rolls.
times. That's more
I'd
fun
be
that way.
better.
So, 3
Uh,
purple
Oh,
dice.
though, you have clones and stuff.
Three
Do you want to
purple.
tell the boys to, like, to team up on somebody?
Yeah, let's break into teams. How
Who's got
many
the best
extra guys?
perception?
Who has let's see, how many we got? We got 8. How many extra guys do we have? I forget.
Now we got 4 from the squad I'm in, and then another squad with us, I believe.
No, because you took the smaller ship, so you can only fit,
8?
yeah, I think it's like 8 passengers or 10 passengers or something.
Buddy system!
I think it was,
Yeah, but the team there's 5 members of the fire team and a
I
sergeant.
think it was
So
just about 10. I think it was like 10 total. But
yeah,
Alright,
I don't
so-
remember. I don't think we actually discussed if you brought an extra squad because of the smaller passenger compartment because you wanted to
Okay.
keep some storage space. So there's 5 extra clones.
yeah.
Alright, well,
1 each, and then the lucky will take 2.
Well, the thing you did last time, I think. Well, you had them split up, but the thing you did
Hmm.
last time was the 5th guy held down the landing pad, basically.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
just do
fair.
that.
All right,
I was trying to think of like how to divide it up, and I was like, wait.
math. All right, you guys can go ahead and take a boost die from that then.
Boost!
Boost.
Oh, okay, I got triumph.
Damn.
2 strain.
Interesting. All right, it has to hold on. It's doing math.
2 failure, 3 advantage.
No one succeeds at this.
fuck.
Wow.
What did triumphs
Okay,
count
you
as?
guys suck at this. All right. Okay.
Hey, we gotta get 3
So
advantage.
we'll
The
start at the
purple die,
top.
they
Axe
rolled
gets a
amazingly.
triumph, but
Purple
the
dice rolled
success
amazingly.
was all canceled, so he doesn't get any success, just the triumph effect. I'll think on that. 2, 1.
Does triumph count as 2 successes for like skill tests?
No, triumph counts as a single success and also a triumph
okay.
result is the thing. So the effect of the success got canceled out by the failures, but your triumph effect still stands. So you get a triumph effect, but not success. So you don't notice anything in your CSI scope out, but you do find something else. Give me a second to sit on that. I got to think about all this. So you
Okay.
take 2 strain. Probably because you're sifting through a lot of dead stuff, and it's all dead civilians. It's really disconcerting. Actually, fuck. Yeah, Aramaa, you rolled 3 fet. I'm gonna need you to make me a average discipline check for fear. You're having some PTSD flashbacks.
Very well then.
So this might cause you to take strain or even conflict.
Okay, so let's see here.
At least
Let me
got
flip a dark
some
side
advantage.
point to upgrade that once, too. Make one of those red.
Alright,
And now we're
what
evened
was
out
the
at 2 and 2.
Oh,
So it's
great.
average
What was-
discipline.
average discipline?
And it's
One
for
red, one.
fear if you have anything that affects that yet.
Let's see here. So roll.
Red dice.
Let's see here. Yellow, green against red, purple. I think that's right. Because I do have 1 rank in discipline, which is based off will, which I do have 3 in. It's been upgraded once. It's average. All right. Making sure I got my everything right. Let's roll that shit. Whew.
Hey.
I'm still. The threat is still high, though.
All right, so let's see. Let me actually look at the possible results of some fear stuff. So, threat. Yeah, okay. You do take the strain, but you don't take any other further effects, because, you don't take any additional effects for fear. You, don't take any penalties for further, any penalty dice. You don't take any conflict or anything. You're still stressed out. Take 2 strain.
Very well, then.
Which would be 1 less than if I'd just given you strain with the threat, so that kind of worked out a little bit.
A little bit. Aramaa has to take a moment and collect herself.
Okay, so Mr. Man with his advantage. Actually, hold on. There's a good reason for this. I have books with guides and stuff. Let me actually look up what it says about triumph on perception tests and advantage. That would be helpful right now, me. Perception cunning. Yeah, it doesn't really have those if you failed. More qualifying if you succeed.
I'll say the purple dice so far have been kind of amazing. It's they've been
they've been very intense. That's unusual. You guys are usually roll pretty good. Well, I can handle Loth's result really easy. You failed, and you did 1 threat, so you take a strain. Did things.
Got my strain from last time on the sheet, so I guess I'll just leave it as is because I only took 1.
All right. Okay. So, with the 3 advantage, let's see. Well, if you have any strain, you could heal those if you wanted to.
Do I? Let's see. I have 1 strain.
So you could remove one of those with 1 of your advantage.
I think I'll just keep all of them. One strain isn't bad.
Alright, so we'll just say that, because this is narrative time, you pretty quickly come to the conclusion that you have no idea about anything that's going on here. You are not a crime scene investigator, even though technically the Jedi are part of the judiciary department. Don't ask me how that works. They did not teach you this in Padawan school, so very quickly you realize, so you don't waste any time, basically. Alright, Mr. Triumph. So, you don't see anything directly related to what you're looking for, which I'm guessing is direct clues and stuff about what happened here.
Or a trail of where they went.
Yeah, there's no trail, there's none of that. But, under a piece of roofing that's collapsed, you see a boot sticking out. And it's a boot that looks a little bit, not as muddy and worn as other boots. So, you want to pull off that piece of roofing?
Yeah, I might as well see what it is.
Alright, you pull it off, and you find a dead guy. But not like the others. This one is wearing... kind of looks like the locals are dressed when they're not skeletons and stuff. Because, like I said, they have been in a swamp for over a week. Honestly, the Aramaa could have just taken some threat because of how bad it smells. Jesus. The clones are fine. They have sealed armor. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
But this guy's not as decomposed because he was covered. Looks like he was a Weequay. They're the kind of mummy-looking dudes. And he's dressed in kind of, like I said, spacer's clothes. The locals are dressed in, basically what, Uncle Owen and Aunt Brew are dressed in A New Hope. They're just, tunic, pants, maybe a blouse, that kind of stuff. Homespun peasant clothing. This guy's dressed in, boots, dark pants, vest. In one hand, he's holding a blaster pistol. A pretty normal... Yeah, those guys. He's holding a normal-ass blaster pistol. He's wearing the high boots. That's how you found him. He's probably got some sick space goggles on. But you notice tied around, covering the lower half of his face, is a bright purple bandana. So
I think I just signal off for some people to come closer, just a...
Alright, so the hive mind commences.
Just get everyone to come around. It's because I think I found one of them.
General, you need to see this.
This is the point where the general points at her blindfold. Seeing is a metaphor.
It is.
Take a look at
Action.
this.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can tell that it's purple because the Force tells me that it is purple.
Oh yeah, you would be super colorblind.
No, I can see color just fine.
Yeah, you don't have any
Force-
penalties to details. It's like, it's just, like we said, it's weird because it's like your intuition of the Force lets you understand what the situation looks like. So you can tell that this is physically different and it's purple, but you're not necessarily perceiving the light.
No. As I said, the Force tells me what color it is. I don't actually see it. I have never actually seen it.
It's like seeing things through a screen than actually like through your eyes.
Anyway, dead
Anyway. That guy. You know.
guy. Also, because Cav rolled advantage on his check, no need to CSI this guy. Looks like he took a slug to the chest or something.
Oh, an actual slug.
Yeah, the locals. You've probably found a couple of busted up old, slug-firing hunting rifles around here. You are a little bit in the backwoods, and also you don't know how well these people can keep blasters clean. They're very technical.
Very well then. Interesting.
Yeah,
What?
Marth, roll an advantage. I'll also give you another free one. As
Okay.
you're looking at this guy, and you're kind of like, yep, that's, shot through the heart, you notice that he's kind of sunk in the ground a little, and it looks like he's got some bruises and stuff, like he fell from a height. That's weird.
I'm gonna look up and see if there's any, multi-story buildings, in this, around here.
Well,
Because you
so
mentioned-
theoretically, I said he was covered by a piece of roofing, so he could have, fallen off the roof as it collapsed, or been shot off the roof and then it fell on top of him. But
Yeah.
that's he
That
rolled
means
some
someone-
advantage. That's maybe not the right height. It looks like he was from maybe a couple of stories up, but where you're standing, there's no multi-story buildings.
That's weird then.
Can I check if there's anything on this person?
All right, you can rifle out his pockets.
Sure, go for it.
They might have something like a way to get back to camp or something.
Whatever, looter.
Very convenient map.
Hey, well,
All right,
we need to find these guys.
he rifles through his pockets, pats him down. The old adventurer 1-2. So let me see if there's any guidance on this.
Ah, yes. Take anything that's not nailed down.
You want his boots?
I'm not gonna take it, just looking. Okay.
You sure?
Well, wait until you hear what he's got. Maybe you'll take it then. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Eh. Are we gonna have a shade fest about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you see?
So he's got
Fight
a
in the shade.
X1 standard blaster pistol, which he's holding. He's got a regular, basically he's got a truncheon, so a club,
Beefsteak.
like a little portable club, and he's got 79 credits in his back pocket.
Oh.
Uh,
Bag of credits.
he does not appear to be carrying any kind of comlink or anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, basic things on him, nothing important. There's leave his things on him.
Alright, so
Go from a high place, but there's no tall buildings here. Is it possible they have some kind of dropship, maybe?
Well, I was about to say, would y'all like to approach this from a different angle now that you've scoped
I
the
was
place
thinking
out
that
and
too.
try and
Yes.
tactics this?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
so
everybody
that's-
roll me an average knowledge
Cool.
warfare.
Okay, I don't have that, so 3 green.
Big
Yeah,
brain.
2 green and a blue. Actually, no, it's...
You get a blue?
Oh, no, which
Oh,
is
hey!
yellow and a green.
Nice.
Wow!
Okay, somebody rolled
Cavis
good for
pulling
once.
his
I told you
weight.
rolling raw greens is okay.
Damn it!
What?
Oh wait, fuck, I forgot the roll button. Shit.
No, you gotta roll.
I gotta roll. Edited doesn't work. Fuck.
Delete it, try again.
He can't read back in time.
No. Wow.
So everybody but the box standard clone trooper.
Guys, help! My help is backwards.
No. What happens to Boots is you're distracted as Walker pockets that guy's credits, and you feel bad about yourself, and you take a strain.
It's like, I want to take it, but like, I can't because of the arc, so I can't look like I'm just being petty.
Basically, the 3 galaxy brains all stand up and huddle, and just Walker's just like,
I will totally ask about that later.
all right. So, now if you want to heal some strain, Marth, you might want to with those 2 advantage.
As we're leaving, you see Walker stuffed in boots in his backpack.
I'm going to keep that strain.
Okay. So I'll give you some extra detail in a second. But baseline, what you get is, you guys look up at the situation, you look around, you're looking at, like, directions of fire and stuff, and kind of, I think you guys made a similar check at Canhead, so, basically, your assumption is, that it looks like this was a hit-and-run attack. Once again, they were highly mobile, they came in, maybe they have swoops or speeder bikes, or maybe even a skiff of some kind? You don't know. Whatever it is, it looks like it's got some firepower, because there are a lot of close-together blasts in this area. Like, it looks like it's weird. Actually, I'll let Kavis notice this, because he got his advantage. You have a weird thought, Kavis. You're just thinking with your logic brain, out of the mouth of babes and stuff. This guy's holding a regular blaster pistol, which are short-ranged and not super powerful, all things concerned, with firearms. Like, a block over, on the next house over, there's a bunch of tightly together blaster burns, like somebody's firing a repeating blaster in it around here. What is up with that? Okay. But other than that, the rest of you just in general notice, it looks like this was some kind of hit-and-run attack. They came in, they fired some blasters. Blasters are kind of explosive, so there was probably some secondary fires and explosions. And that was that.
I'll just point out the building further away with that have, like, closer together shots. Like, possibly a repeating blaster?
Clearly what they have was some kind of blaster rifle firing line.
Or some outfitted vehicle.
I'm starting to wonder if these guys maybe don't have a base, and maybe they just stay in a convoy of vehicles and run around tearing through shit.
That's a possibility if they're carrying all of their weapons on them.
The only issue is it means it'll make it harder to find them.
Well, so I would like to remind you guys, from last time, you remember that they carted off some pallets on something. It's real hard to make use of that loot if you don't have a place to stop. So,
okay,
they definitely stop somewhere. Whether or not they have a permanent quote-unquote base is still up in the air, but...
Yeah. Well, let's continue investigating the area. There's gotta be something. I'm not putting it together, though. Any of you have any bright ideas of what's happening?
Alright, if y'all want to keep trying to find clues, you're going to need to come up with skills, because that's what I got. You looked at it with your eyes, and you looked at it with your brain.
What skill would you like us to roll?
No, I don't know. You tell me.
I'm just looking through.
Who has gunnery here?
I thought you had gunnery.
Me.
Oh, it's Boots.
Well, if you figure more gunnery to like determine what kind of like.
Am I allowed to roll gunnery to determine if the blast with the the wall that Kavis pointed out, if it's a repeating blaster or something of a higher ordnance?
Yes, you can actually use your active skills basically as knowledge skills. So yeah, you could roll your gunnery pool. We'll call it average to like figure out what you're looking at.
Hey,
damn, you got good gunnery.
Yeah, no, that's definitely looks like it was you're gonna say probably not a very heavy repeating blaster, but definitely something of a, basically it was an auto fire weapon of some kind. It's not like a vehicular weapon proper, because that would do lots more damage because of damage scaling.
Okay, so something similar to like a turret, maybe.
Yeah.
Or gun emplacement? I'm probably not making much sense there, but something bigger than what ranged heavy would you?
Yes, definitely this would be a gunnery class weapon. It's not, it is a personal scale weapon, basically, effectively. But not a vehicle one, but you'd say probably the equivalent of a light or maybe a heavy repeating blaster. Which, if you know, at least, these guys are... I'll give these for free. These guys are attacking way too fast for them to be hauling that thing on foot and, like, setting it up. because you clones would know from your basic training, like, that's a pain in the dick. That's at least 3 guys to form a team to haul this thing, its tripod, and a power generator in the field.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they probably have it on a vehicle, maybe like a flatbed skiff or something, that they can basically fly in, shoot a bunch, and grab things. Can we figure out by like how the attacks look, basically what direction they came in from?
Yeah, based on your previous successes, you could figure it out. They were kind of at a, let's see. Okay, let me think about the terrain a little bit. So this is kind of, probably the whole area is kind of like a cutout in the forest, and it kind of falls away towards more of the mud flats back towards where Canhead was. And then it goes into denser forest. So let's say that this was kind of, roughly crossing across the tree line, like not from deep inside the swampy jungle, but not outright from the mud flats. They kind of came along the edge of the forest, it looks like, and sped away.
Okay, so whatever
it
they're
does
using,
look like they're... I will let you guys, without needing to roll some kind of knowledge test, do the basic math, because you did something similar last week. It's not the exact same angle, but it's from roughly the same cardinal direction as the attack on Canhead.
Okay, so with that information, so if they're using these skiffs, they probably can't go directly through woods or whatnot, so they probably have to stick to mudlands and rivers.
That would make sense. You guys know from your tactical briefing, repulsors in the jungle here is a bad idea. It's too dense. So they'd either have to fly above it, which is not very stealthy.
No.
Or if they want to do a sneak attack, they have to do terrain following, which is harder, but is sneakier.
Alright, so basically, we have 2 points. Technically we could start triangulation here, but since we know that they have to stay on basically flat and open lands to transport in that direction, we need to start thinking, I feel like I almost have it, but I feel like I'm missing something here.
Well, I suppose the question is, because you sound like you're working up to a skill check, but also I don't know if anybody has survival, because that's...
Yeah.
Or it
Wouldn't Axe have it?
Well, actually, Axe might have survival. I don't know.
No,
I don't actually know.
I don't. It's not a skill, so I
Damn it.
It might be... What was that map-making kit skill? Let me actually check.
That was,
Was
perception, wasn't it?
Okay, so technically, I guess that would be... I'll let you use either. Because you're gonna get your fucking slide rule and your angle maker out and, like, draw some lines. But I guess the question is, do you want to calculate the next target, or do you want to try and find the origin? Because both of those would be different results, basically. Because you can...
No, I say we go for the next... Let's go, like, me personally, I say let's go for the, next attack, because I said we only have 2 points of reference. That's good enough for, standard triangulation. But but if we are able to guess the third attack, and it's right, we'll have 3 points, and we'll probably most likely be able to nail it down from that.
Alright.
That's what I say.
Somebody needs to... Basically, you guys will probably all bundle back into the shuttle, so you have some clean floor space. Somebody's gonna, well, you're probably going to do it on the data pad, which Aramaa is carrying, which has some map data. But basically, you're going to plot 2 lines from the directions you know these guys came, and then you're going to look, knowing all the terrain you're looking for and stuff, you're going to look for another village that hasn't been attacked in the radius, basically.
Yes.
So, somebody make me a average perception or perception or... Actually, fuck, you could make let's say perception or astrogation check. So that would be either intellect or cunning, depending on what you want to do. You have a data pad, so you get 1 boost die. Anybody who is assisting can offer a boost die also.
I have 3 cunning, 1 point, so who has a better skill for that for me?
I don't know, I'll give you a boost die, though.
Alright.
Give a boost.
Alright.
So,
I'll give this then.
okay, so...
Alright, so yeah, just do your perception with average difficulty with 4 boost dice, I think, at this point.
4 or 3?
Yeah,
Like,
4. It's 4, because I'm saying because you have tools and maps already, you get a boost.
Yeah, okay.
The right tool for the job. How?
Can I spend a base point? Can I spend like a force point or something?
No, you have to flip it beforehand.
Yeah,
okay.
technically you would. Let's see. You got a bucket of advantage, though.
Can I just... stop.
No, there's talents and stuff to reroll checks.
Well, actually, let's,
Okay, let's do it this way. How many 7s is that divided by, like, 2? That's what, like, 3?
3.5.
Before assistance, if somebody wants to make, basically, math-wise, the ARC Trooper can't eyeball it. He's like, I can't figure it out. It's too complex. There's too many variables. But you could basically take his math, and somebody could roll astrogation, which is int-based, instead, and try it with the boost dice from his math.
How much boost would 7 advantage give?
I'll try that.
We'll call it 3 more, and then you can still assist if you want to continue to dogpile this, because fail forward.
I'm going to try that.
So I can assist and heal a strain, I guess?
Yeah. You can heal a strain if you want.
Okay, so 3 blues.
Marth.
Yeah?
Flip a die. Fucking flip a die.
Yep.
Flip a point.
Alright, flip it back, upgrade that shit.
I'll flip a die, so that's back to...
Back to 1-3.
I don't care, because that's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
That was a pretty trash roll. You rolled 1 success on all of his dice and all that fucking advantage. That would be
and a blank.
Case.
Again, look at the purple die. They've been really good so far. It's like all the same thing every time.
This is an average astrogation?
Yes, average astrogation. So
you get
it's
3 boost and my assistance, so you'll get 4 blue die as well.
Yeah.
And I guess 2, so 5, I guess?
Nah, he's probably freehanding this, so we'll skip the tool, but you get plenty of boost dice already.
Alright.
Okay, there you go. 4 successes.
I'm dying, though, that 3 of those blue dice are blank, though.
Yeah, the boost dice are very swingy.
Look at the blue dice like compared to the first one. I was like, look, it's like
I would have been surprised. I would have been surprised if the thing ended up being like 3 failure.
Okay. Alright.
E6 on point.
Now you're like, okay, wait a minute. What if we just maps and then you look at the angles and you draw some lines, there's some fucking math flying around your head. And you kind of coordinate some of the other attacks you've heard of, because they probably would have mentioned, I think they mentioned a couple to you. This holy sweet Jesus titty cinnamon, this was way harder than it needed to be. Dice. Considering that it was 2 purples. 2
purples have been like 2, it's been 2 like
yeah, the purples have been
every
on point.
time. There's never been any blank purple so far.
But you do actually manage to score it out, and you're looking around and you're like, what's a good target? What's in the angle of attack here? And you find, for purpose of perspective, we'll just say that you're in the north-ish. The north-ish region. Then we could narrow that down later. But so, you moved further north to get to Idsrane, and basically south of you is kind of an indent valley. It's an open plain, basically. Mm-hmm. Where you guess just soil erosion or whatever is too rough. But there's a town where the terrain gets a little lumpier. You're starting to look at your topographical maps, and there's a town called Big Hills, because there are hills which are big there.
Stamp planet.
So yeah, and that is in the correct angle of attack. It's farther south than the others have been. It's kind of the next in sequence, and you're like, that's as good a guess as any. All right.
God damn it, Lucky.
And it took us 45 minutes to do math.
Don't worry, Lucky. I was doing that as well.
All right. Good job. All right. I would like to take.
It's not our fault the dice like hate us today.
I would like to take a quick break and pause the recording while I get up and walk around and get a bottle of water.
Need a math break.
Yeah, everybody take a math break. All right.
Loth, that was a little like strobing.
A little flickery. Anyway, everybody still here?
Yeah,
maybe.
I haven't died yet.
Okay. All right. We need to look up some kind of math-related song.
Math-related song?
Anyway, so yes, Big Hills. It's a place. Would you like to go there?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
All right, you go there. All right, you arrive there.
All right, cool.
It hasn't been blown up yet. No check required. Basically, you see a ring of... Considering that the science base you guys set out from is on a plateau, maybe not big hills, but definitely the topography gets a little more undulating. Like, maybe there's some kind of tidal shift or sediment deposit, there's relatively large rolling hills of what looks like sandy or muddy terrain. And
like
kind of tucked into a little cluster between several of them, there's a pretty decently sized village, and it looks like they have a crop industry going because there's a lot of these big open fields up and down the hills of red flowers growing or something, some kind of red plant.
Oh, lovely.
And you see clusters of buildings, not quite as technologically sophisticated as Canhead was, but a lot of simple stilt houses, a little squat. They're a little sturdier built. Look like there's a lot of, mud brick reinforced with other elements. Some thatched roof cottages. But they do have some actual landing pads set up out of some hardened wood or something.
Okay.
Maybe some plasteel. Got a couple of landing pads. Looks like there's a river not too far away that kind of cuts across some of the hills that they've got little boats and speeders on.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. Looks like there's actually some antennas and stuff for local relays. These people don't get Holonet, so you guys, I don't know, maybe they have, a PA system.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
So,
Cutting
you
their
land.
own space cable.
No, you gotta deal with a space antenna.
Space antenna.
Anyway. You clonk down, you're there, on the path, you open it up. The moment you open up, those of you who aren't in environmentally sealed armor can kind of smell a relaxing aromatic smell in the air. It smells very pleasant, very meditative.
Oh, nice. Drugs.
And, actually, probably for Kavis, because he's got the skill, but you could make me a hard, anybody who's smelling this can make me a hard medicine or knowledge core worlds test.
Okay, I'm going
To know things.
I don't want to risk thinking strange just trying to think about a smell, so I'm going to pass.
I'm going to go for it. Straight ahead. Oh!
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm keeping that. I'm not going to spend that advantage.
Alright, well, you'll remember an extra detail. So, you believe that this is, red milliflower. It's a type of aromatic plant. You think it's native to Naboo, maybe? Something like that, somewhere in the mid-rim. It's an aromatic plant that, when harvested, can be used in perfumes and incense. As kind of a meditative or relaxant. It's good for aromatherapy, for instance, which is why you remember it. But with that advantage, you also remember that this can be refined to make spice. And actually, trade of it is restricted on Naboo, even though it's not a contraband, at least in its raw form, under the Galactic Republic.
Ah.
So,
Yeah,
that's probably why Big Hills is so large. They have a very solid crop they're making.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the way we would think of it is it's almost like, probably, especially since it's red, it's like a raw opium. There's legit medical uses of this, but also you can just, smoke this in a pipe and chase some dragons, space dragons, which are a thing.
Come on, catch me!
As you depart the landing pad, and if you once Kavis can kind of quickly, maybe hive mind that in Aramaa's ear or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there's some people here. You see a couple of local lease militias?
People with weapons.
Yeah, there's some kind of authority figures. They've got, big slug thrower hunting rifles slung over a shoulder. One of them's got some kind of slug pistol thing on his hip, like he's some kind of holodrama star. Dusters are probably not appropriate wear for a swamp planet, so they're probably more like your first local guide was, Janatana, where he's like, tracker hunter vests, fishing vests, kind of covered caps to keep the rain out of your eyes, sturdy rubberized boots and stuff like that. One of them's got a stick of tobacco in his mouth. Other one's got a toothpick. There's also another human man here. Looks like early Middle Ages, little pudgy, little sedentary, big bushy beard.
Of course.
He's got a cyber eye because, of course, he does. He's not wearing a hat, but he is wearing looks like a big green rubbery coat. Kind of a rain slicker, and he's got some work pants, some work coveralls with suspenders on under there, and he looks he's got his hands looped in his belt, and he kind of says, "Well, look here now. I see we have some unexpected visitors here in Big Hills. Actually, hold on. Let me do a random name.
Nope.
I am the mayor of this here town. Dear Chrome, actually remember things for me, please. I know this is in the history somewhere. That's a good name. I'm Mayor Brimark.
It's a good name.
Or Brimarch. I'll say Brimark, because that's funnier that way. I'm Mayor Brimark. Now, normally, here, I'd be telling you that there's a 50 Republic credits docking fee, but I see on your account you some of them clone boys I be hearing about. I understand you must be here on that Republic business. Mm-hmm.
I'll
hurt myself or I don't laugh too hard.
Aramaa will step up and, bow slightly. He's like, that is indeed correct, Mayor. I am General Aramaa of the Republic Forces, and I am here with on a suspicion that excuse me, sorry, I'm drinking this monster and the carbonation's starting to get to me.
No.
That your colony may come under attack soon. It's like, have you heard of the recent attacks Canhead and Idsrane?
Cut. His little eye focuses on you and he says, "Now, well, I don't want to be turning down nobody's hospitality now, but I never did hear a more foolish thing in all my many yearlings. There's nothing to worry about here in Big Hills. We are a perfectly fine establishment. These here are my fine constables, always on duty, keep everything in order out here in the fields and in the docks. And even if some ruffians did come here to Big Hills, we would trounce them right proper and send them on their ways back to these mamas." He spits, I guess.
Oh, and Aramaa's going to step up a little bit closer, and it's like, I am the word I want to use here. Well, I'm relieved to hear you have such confidence in your town and its defenses. It's like, we would still like to take the extra precautions to make sure that this town does not suffer any undue damage, such as Idsrane it wasn't really like burnt down, but it was definitely, what's the word I want to use for it?
Wiped out.
Like Idsrane and being wiped out, or Canhead having several dead.
Including their mayor.
Including, actually, I'm going to say that. Including their mayor.
Okay, this is a very important question. Do you think you're making a coercion roll right now?
Yes. Okay,
so you take 2 conflict.
I will do that.
Because that's what happens when you use coercion to be like, hey. But also you will make a coercion check, which is willpower, I think?
I believe so, yes.
He probably doesn't have any ranks in discipline, so I'm going to say his willpower is probably 2, so it's an average check.
Righto.
But take a setback die because he's got 2 big burly constables standing next to him.
I want to say that's negated because I have fucking 8 clone troopers behind me.
Okay, that's fair.
Arc right next to you.
All right, your space stick is bigger.
It's usually
Aramaa has a bigger space stick.
This is
all right. Okay. All right. Fair call.
I'm sorry.
Let's call lucky.
A solid argument.
Okay. Green,
no,
purple. And let's what's our destiny pull at?
Your fortify one's 1 and 3.
1, 3.
Nah, All right.
Do it.
Does any of you guys want to stand menacingly behind me?
I could do that. What would I have to roll for that?
Sure.
Nothing. You would just say you're assisting.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I'll
how
assist
big
by...
I
stand behind my general.
I'll just have a hand on the lightsaber and just like...
No, don't do that. That's too overt.
Oh, jeez, no.
Well, also, that means you're going to start taking some conflict, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a threat.
I'll just stare menacingly as best I can.
Sounds like
You see, I'll help the coercion check by stabbing him with my lightsaber.
I adjust. I hold the strap of my the thing is like.
Yeah, hold
all
this
right. You're
for
all
me.
assisting, so that's a boost die from each of you.
Oh god, that's a lot.
That's 3.
I wasn't expecting that many. Okay, but fuck.
It's not
Wow.
a failure, but it's not a success.
Blue
Okay, so
dice, what
basically
the
he's
fuck?
like, kind of nods and then kind of leans over and again into the swamp mud, and he's like, "All right, now, Missy, I understand y'all just doing the job. We're just doing the job. While I stand by that my town is completely safe and not at all in any danger, and I don't want to hear no badly rumors about there being no danger down here. We are a humble republic. Yeah, it counts as a failure. We are a humble Republican town, and as members of the Republic Armed Forces, you are free to wander around and satisfy your curiosity as to the safetiness of my here town now. Alright, cause no trouble now, you hear? And he's just gonna skadoodle. So,
Okay.
You didn't change his mind at all, but
No, I didn't.
because you rolled an advantage, you managed to couch it in such a way that he did not run home screaming or anything, but he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Make him walk around. They're scary.
God damn it. I'm so angry.
Fucking blue dice. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, we got 3 blue dice. All of them came out fucking blank.
That's
Yes,
the time I rolled
the
it,
boost
too.
dice are very swingy. I think they have 1 or 2 blank faces.
They do.
Also, like, there's still no blank purples.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
there's
there's
like
the last
one
one.
blank face on a difficulty die, maybe.
I can
The
look.
one time Marth just rolled it. It was like the time we actually did really well.
Anyway, you're free to
All right.
you're free to move about the cabin.
Alright, so basically, looking at the map of fucking, Big Hills, I want to basically try and predict which way the attack would come from based on what we know from beforehand.
All right, that sounds like you're making an average knowledge warfare check to identify positions which are good.
I'll assist, or I can roll.
Well, actually, I have no knowledge of warfare, so if someone else wants to take that,
I'll roll
assist
it if you want to assist me.
them.
well, yeah, if you
I
make
would
a
tell
combined check, you can basically use Arama's int. What's your int?
Well, mine's only 2, so
Okay.
fuck it.
My int is higher, so I can assist.
Yeah, but that's the question. Do you have that skill?
No.
I
Alright,
have
so
that
no.
skill. I shall assist.
Okay. So, yeah, basically you roll and you take some blue die.
Alright, my goal was, like, originally when we first got here to, like, set up, like, figure out an ambush position from the direction we assumed we were coming, but then we had all the conversation happening, so here we are.
Don't fuck up.
Alright, well, yeah, it's an
Well,
average
that's the
knowledge
dice.
warfare.
Alright, so...
He's looking at you, Blue Dice.
It continues.
What the hell, purple dice?
Why?
What's the purple dice? Like, I actually rolled well.
It's a vicious, vicious purpley die. I need to get some opposition in here just so I can give you back some fucking destiny points. Jesus.
It feels like we're gonna trip over our own guns and shoot ourselves at this point.
My gun doesn't do that, but yeah, I feel
This
like...
is
Okay.
it's
like,
over my
honestly,
bullet.
where's that other fucking dice roller that we used to use?
I don't
Like,
know.
that one was nice.
Oh,
going.
the ETO.
Should we just, like, tire the bota? Because like, I feel like the dice bot should
No,
be...
it's fine.
God damn it.
You
I
just
didn't
used all
roll
our fucking
badly.
six-
I didn't roll bad, just the purple dice are being awful. Like,
Okay,
that's-
okay.
That's fun.
I remember.
God
this
damn
thing.
it.
I love this thing.
Because
Yeah,
all of us
this
went
is
into it.
probably better.
I can't
Anyway,
use my advantage to help.
yeah, well. Anyway, so basically, you're looking around. Based on your tactical knowledge and the knowledge you have already, there are some lanes that you think would be the appropriate one. The problem is the topography here is different. Now that there's these hills which kind of break up the horizon and the sight lines, so what would normally have been their direction, there's now a hill directly in front of, but there's like gaps in the hills, so basically you end up questioning to yourself, you're unsure exactly of what direction they would come from because they could just pop up over the hill or they could come in through the gaps, basically. So either of those opportunities work. But with your advantage, you do spot some positions around the town that regardless of where they attack from, since you can't narrow it down that far, would be good to fortify, which is not technically what you, Camo, the ARC trooper, were looking for since you were like, how can I jump out of the mud and ambush them? It's like, you can't, there's too few of you to set up a choke point like that. But you do notice that, you know, they do have some docks, which maybe you could put some angles on. They've got some, like I said, this town's pretty successful, so they've got some some wide streets and maybe some squares and stuff. You could throw some sandbags in or something, drop some barricades, that kind of stuff. There's some consistent enough areas where you could set up overlooking, weapon points. Maybe there's some flat roofs you could take to. It looks like there is a public house, a cantina in here, and looks like there's some stores which have some nice broad flat roofs you could get on if you wanted an angle.
I think Campbell will point out positions we could probably place some of our men at, and just kind of wait a day and see what happens. So we'd do some basic.
Well, I mean, there's that, but also now you've actually have a mission profile. You're thinking about site defense, which means you could attempt to requisition additional assets.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do only have one squad of clones, 2 Jedi and an ARC Trooper. And you've heard that there's upwards of a couple of dozens of these guys, and they have at least one heavy repeating weapon.
Yeah,
so
we need more guys.
You might want to call for backup and dig in a little, but that's on you guys. This is your current, you look at the situation okay, if I were going to protect this town, if we was in some kind of Seven Samurai situation...
Of course.
Wait, how many clone troopers do we have?
More than 7.
8?
Actually, no, you have exactly 7.
I actually said if you don't count me.
No, if you do, because there's 6 in a squad and then the ARC Trooper.
We've got 7 clones. We can do this.
I guess we should part of the squad, yeah.
The Magnificent 7.
That's cute.
Anyway, did Lucky explode?
No, I'm just waiting
just
for Axe
thinking?
to shut up so I can talk.
You have to be so rude about it.
Well, I was just gonna I was just gonna ask you. Okay, General, what's your plan now?
All right, so definitely we're probably gonna want to get a couple guys out here. So let's get on the radio and see how quickly we can get a couple more squads out here, and maybe a little bit heavier weaponry than what we're covering right now.
All right. Actually, this is in a book, so I should go ahead and look at it. What it says exactly in the source book about site defense.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this gif of?
Dogs, which is important.
Dog.
Doggo.
Swamp
dogs!
dog.
You can do it, dog! I believe in you! I like how other dog comes to help.
You see it going, they want to do it. Okay.
Put some clone armor on this guy.
Oh, the other dog helped them and it was awesome! I'm saving this.
Okay, so you're doing security work, so let's see. Let me compile a list.
I think it's just hitting things with that.
Probably. Oh yeah, I saw was a Twitter thing where it had someone just filming die with a knife in its mouth, holding
It's got a
knife by
knife!
the handle.
It's got a knife!
And it's just they're filming it, and the judge just walks towards them slowly.
It's no!
Intimidation.
And it was just a scream afterwards. But it's just very nothing.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the Hawk one.
Oh. Patient has a knife.
It's not a dog, but I found this one.
Oh, jeez.
Crab battle!
Crab battle!
Yeah, so basically, now that you're officially, you can requisition, basically everybody gets a set of stun cuffs. You can requisition 5 proxy detonators, which is a mod 2 grenades, basically, so it's in the weapon mods, which lets you turn any grenade into a proximity bomb.
Cool.
Neat.
You get up to 5 of those per trooper. I believe it's per trooper. You can requisition an ATTE if you want.
A what?
A walker.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't we get a big blaster turret as well with us?
Well, your heavy weapons guy is already carrying a rotary blaster. Did you take you might have taken a heavy repeating blaster already.
I did ask if we could take one of the heavy repeating blasters to set up a turret.
I do believe, that might have been why you didn't take any extra guys, because it's sitting in the back. So, Sure. You have one heavy repeating blaster with tripod in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, I know what I'm doing.
And, like I said, any squad of clone troopers you recover will be carrying rotary blasters, basically, as their heavy weapon.
wonder if
cool.
this is
For a
how
second,
Loth
I thought
gets
he's
his
about to
nickname.
say any clone troopers we find will be carrying or ATTE.
No, but ATTE is a big boy. That
Yeah,
would
I
be
don't-
in your vehicles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I don't-
it's a tactical walker.
It's a tactical walker, but I don't want this thing just to be walking around when these guys show up to be like, nope.
You wanna park it on the hill?
No.
All right, you'll wave it off. So, in that case, I don't know. Do you want to just call up an LAT gunship full of boys?
Yep, some boys and some blasters. Some rotary blast. Oh man, I am lightheaded. What the fuck?
Did
Sorry,
you
wait,
drink
did you-
too much, Monster, or not enough?
I'm saying too much. This is my second can.
Okay. I don't know why that's affecting your head, not your heart. That's usually the part that I think explodes when you do that, but yeah. It might be time to lay off. Okay. He's going too fast for us, kids. He has too much energy. All right. It's pretty basic with the comm set you have up to just be like, hey, we found the place where they're going to attack next. Give me some dudes. And they're like, all right, General, we'll send some dudes. So, let's see. I didn't calculate your flight time out here before, but we'll say it's probably going to be an hour or two before reinforcements arrive. So, what are you going to do to kill time for there?
Well, the mayor asked us not for us to, telling everyone, oh, you're about to be attacked. That probably gives it wrong, but, let's get a layout. Let's do an investigation of the town, get a layout, understand, then let's designate points to fort up, and get started. I'll get my own guys started on, sandbags and, that.
All right. So, let's see. Actually, hold on. Let me pause the recording while I do MS Paint real quick.
Oh.
Alright, I'm unpausing. Because I've got...
Oh, we were still in pause the entire time, okay.
Yeah, no,
No.
you think I'm just going to be talking... Well, actually, I'm not going to mention what I was talking about on...
Well,
Just
for
like
safety
that from
purposes? I mean, you probably can, but no, Well, I was drawing a thing in Paint, and these guys were fucking around talking about stuff and being on Twitter. But we're back now.
Yeah.
We're back from our
so,
commercial break.
So this is a very rough map, but basically you got your landing pad here. The circles are the hills with red X's. That's the flowers. You got some houses. That weird square with like a reverse sense sign and like a shop area. You got the landing pad, so you're back there. The one square with like a weird, slightly mug-shaped looking thing on it is the cantina. The rest are like houses, symbols let you know where there's houses. There's a river over there and a dockside, and the arrows let you know roughly which direction the attack should come from.
Alright, so, yeah, unless they have guys scouting us out, they probably won't see the shuttle and the LAT immediately. But we should probably especially fortify on either side over by the bridge dockside, and probably to the, I'm assuming, yeah, you did put it up to the north side of that field. Like I said, if these guys are smart, they probably won't go, well, actually, they might just go burning through the field, but I'm pretty sure the fucking locals are not going to be appreciative of us just setting up shop in their fucking, livelihood.
Hello, sir. We've placed a gun emplacement on your chimney.
Well, no, it would be more like, hello, sir. You know those crops you need to grow to live because you live a humble agrarian peasant life? Yeah,
we're
we
just gonna
put
put
a
guns
gunman in there covered with explosives. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
So, let's
Not on.
Hello, fellow farmer. Please ignore the new bush that's added into your farm. It's clearly not a clone trooper wearing armor and camo.
Now I'm just imagining the fucking ARC trooper covered in the crop
I mean, he does have the passage foliage suit, so...
Yeah, the passive foliage. I don't know, that'd be a very expensive passive foliage suit, though.
He pops out of the
That's not
ground.
very nice.
I mean, it's
He
more
pops
like
out of the ground like a trapdoor spider.
Honestly, that's why I said I wanted to finish drawing this, because I don't know if he wants to sit on top of that hill, or one of those hills, in a woods.
I don't know anymore.
But yeah, so those arrows are, like I said, the rough angle of attack, and yes, I did do the axes of direction, so...
Well, actually, ARC trooper, personally, I would like you to get somewhere high where you can basically see as much of everything you can.
That would
was my
probably...
plan.
Okay, so to talk about range bands and stuff, because that might be good, I want to say that it's probably like... the gap between any one hill to the next hill is probably like medium range. Though obviously there may be terrain modifiers for like jogging up and down hills and slopes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the buildings are pretty close together from like building to building. It's like, short range. It's probably like maybe it's extreme range from the very corner of one map to the opposite corner. But generally, like, your largest distance will be long. So theoretically, he's got a very long-range weapon. He could probably park back on maybe the general store roof or one of these hills back in the west side, and have a very long-range profile to look out and see most of the whole village.
Awesome.
The only thing is he won't be able to see through any of the hills to the attack face, basically.
I got extreme range on this and the telescopic sight, so
Yeah.
Where do you think would be a decent place to set up shop for the little mounted heavy repeating blaster we have that won't damage any buildings?
I said, like, you see that that northeastern hill? If we set up basically on either side of that, it's not really so much a choke point, but I said, like, I don't know these guys, but I wouldn't want to go trying to go over the hills or whatnot. They'll probably most likely, one will go by the river, over to bridge and dockside, and the other will probably go over the fucking, around other side.
Oh, for a second I thought you died.
Oh, what?
I don't know if it was my internet or you, but you cut out and I thought you died.
Probably Discord cut out, because I heard him fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
so because you see those 3 arrows where Omega's indicating where they're going to come in. They're probably not going to go immediately over the hill. Probably not. They could, but actually, yeah, with that being the case, yeah, we should probably set up one squad. I'm pointing at this fucking map like you all can fucking see this. God damn. Actually, hang on.
I could throw it up in Google Drawings if you like.
Please.
Okay, let me make a new drawing.
Oh yeah.
Google Drawing. And I will just import this.
Or attack map this shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I assume is going on. Like you said, you've got the hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then let me... Oh, I need to name this. Nah, skip it. It's untitled. So, get a shareable link. Anyone with a link can edit. Done. So, hopefully this works.
Alright, I'm gonna open this up.
Let's go.
Alright, let's see here.
I've never been in this. I've never been in Google Drawings before.
Alright, let's see here.
So, yeah, you can figure out your tools, you can draw lines and stuff.
We've got an anonymous Wolverine and Capybara, apparently, according to Google.
I don't know which one I am, so...
Well, by process of elimination, Loth must be the anonymous manatee.
Oh, shit!
Wait. So, what were the, I got a capybara and manatee on mine, so which one does that make me?
It makes you the Wolverine.
Yeah!
Oh, a badger just showed up.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the last one, so he's the badger. Alright.
So what am I then?
That makes you the capybara.
Oh, I'm the capybara then, yeah.
Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
You're technically a fish, according to the Catholic Church.
I mean, like, I never gave a fuck what they said, but sure.
It's just a funny commentary. Okay.
Right,
yeah, Lucky's the Wolverine because he's the one touching stuff and doodling.
Yeah, I'm trying to honestly, I've never used this before, so I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, tools and stuff. I got you.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Ah, no. What the fuck was that? Yeah. Alright, so I figured out how to scribble.
Woo!
And let's see here. Well, anyway, yeah, you guys can see that, right? Okay. So, if they're coming in, like, most likely, they are going to try and come in probably something according like this. Like I said, like, this is the hill here? That's a horrible circle, but whatever. As I said, that's a barrier. Like, people usually go the path of least resistance.
Well, and also important from a tactical sense, it has the same problem for them as it has for you. You can't see through the hill.
Yeah.
And also, if we're going on the idea that they don't have speeders like they have more kind of land-based vehicles, it'll be difficult to go over the hill.
Yeah, so basically, the main points we're going to want to protect is basically right around here, and, well, as I said, probably most likely, like, around here. As I said, because water is fucking flat and easy to, like, whatever, using, swoops or skiffs or whatever, that'll probably be the easiest way of transportation for them. So, basically, like, we're going to want to set up defenses on, like, these two areas. Because, unfortunately, I don't know if they'll, because, I don't know, I haven't really seen any evidence to support that they'll split up or stay as one group. But, as I said, if we basically focus all our points and all our defense in one point, as I said, just a couple guys will be able to get past our fucking defenses and wreak havoc on the fucking town.
So I should make... Put a
That's
position.
Whoa.
Oh, what happened there?
I should put like a position like here.
Well, honestly, like I said, you should honestly probably get the highest fucking point you can.
Fair.
Well, circles are hills, so.
Yeah.
Where's the highest hill?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's the biggest circle, so.
Yeah. And so if you can basically keep an eye out, keep like a sensor range. Cause I said, like, I don't know if we'll have access to I don't know if their sensors, can sensors fucking pick up people and things before they show up, or?
Yeah, if you've got them, but what sensors do you have?
We don't. We just have whatever the ship ones. Okay. So
Which
we're
would require your ship to be powered up and probably receiving.
Yeah. No, that
Would
means
it be possible to set up the turret on the bridge or somewhere near it so I can get something similar? Well, I know I couldn't do a cone-like thing, but something similar to...
Oh, I mean, you could. It's a tripod, so it's got...
Base...
I think is tripod... I think it might be 180 degrees of facing.
Is it?
It's something like that. You can look it up. But yes, you could set up on the dock side, which is what I would have recommended because of what the boss was saying about where you want to fort up. So that's a nice big wide open area. That's probably where you want to keep your heavy weapons.
Yeah.
That's where the sanity will be.
All right. So
and just to to put a number on it, when the reinforcements arrive, you'll have let's see, so it's 30 guys, so you'll have a total of 6 squads because you'll have the one that you brought with you and then 5 more in the vehicle.
Oh wow!
All right, well,
and the squads are carrying a mix of regular riflemen, probably at least 1 heavy weapon guy per squad,
okay,
and then maybe some specialists.
So with that, okay, we're gonna be squad 1 then, and just to prevent the party from fucking splitting up and making combat go potentially longer, I'm saying as a player that we should just stick in the one spot over by river and dockside.
Okay.
And then,
though I would like to point out because Axe has extreme range, theoretically, when he can sit on a hill and fire safely from way the fuck back there.
Yeah.
If we want to let him actually do his cool thing.
Yeah, let's let him do his cool thing.
All
so
right,
we said we have we're getting 5 additional squads.
Yes.
All right. And then...
and you'll have your shuttle and the LAAT back on the landing pad area back there.
Yeah. I'm going to keep 2 squads back here. Right, just in case
Security
for that.
and strategic reserves.
Mm-hmm. And then... 5... And just in case something weird... Let's see, the security reserve will be fine for the back. But who knows? Maybe they'll try a circle around. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 in reserves, 5 in town, just in case we get any stragglers. And then
Post squad 6 at the bar. No.
No.
Maybe, but no. Though I don't know. I've left a big space there. We could say there's a town square in this kind of. No, it's a text window. Oh, scribble tool. There it is. Maybe that could be a town square. That thing right there. So if you want to, here, I'll delete that. If you want to put 6 there, that could be a good spot.
Yeah.
Okay. That only took. Well, on the recording, that only probably took 20 minutes, maybe.
I'm sorry. I like getting tactical.
No, it's okay, and that's important because I'm actually giving you tactical resources to spend. So
yeah. Like I said, Axe, I'm guessing you're gonna be the fucking star on the hill over there, literally.
Yeah, so I put there just
Yep. Which is good because, as I said, from there you'll be able to keep an eye on everyone. Your basic job is to pick off who you can, but your job is also to relay information of enemy movements because
that would make sense. The Arc is the one with the built-in secured comms gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can actually give comment.
Yeah, you can scout sniper stuff. Yeah. Holy shit! You get to do your job description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to do my job description, be on the front lines and possibly die.
Alright, so
you got
we're going to say that
shield, so.
one has the heavy repeating blaster, which is the bog standard out of the book. So it's set up on a tripod and has a generator. You probably have one of your clones manning the generator and the rest just standing around. So we'll say that mapping all this out and planning probably takes the time, so your squad arrives. And then, before we actually get to the stuff, we'll have one more return back, because as the LAT sets down, hey, it's that guy again. Come on back now. And he's like, well, now you hear, I don't want to be causing no complaints now here, but now there's 2 ships docking on my here docking pad with no docking fees, and now you're sucking up my whole pad with your vehicles of war now here. So I was just politely wondering when you might be clearing out of here now, y'all. We got to harvest the milliflower soon. It's getting plenty ripe now. Yeah, basically he's telling you in his particular diction to basically like, hey, when are you guys gonna leave? Because we're gonna harvest the crop soon, and then it has to go somewhere, and you're sucking up my landing pads and not paying for it.
Oh, excuse me. I guess we could just actually.
You have leadership, right?
Yeah.
You could just do a fucking speech in town square if you want. It depends on how subtle you want to be, I guess.
Clone shrug.
Yeah, I guess I will. I'll give a speech. I'll give a speech.
That is actually what leadership is. So you'll be like, "Hey, just come with me. We need to talk to people."
Yeah, let's talk to your people who put you in your 5 position. Let them think. Let me see what they think of what we're doing.
Oh well, rather now. I don't know whether or not you just walk off.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, that kind of area where 6 is, or 6 will go, is kind of town square. It's just outside the bar. It makes sense.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll say there's a convenient well for you to stand on, or something, so you can get up slightly higher. There's an apple cart, an apple crate. Yeah. I think it's just normal because it's a group. So, this would be an average leadership check. What do you want to say to these people?
Well, I'm gonna be like, my beloved Republic citizens. I am General Aramaa, Public Forces, and I'm here to inform you of some unsettling news. It has come to our attention that over the past several weeks, a band of raiders have been hitting towns and stealing their crops and livelihood and their lives as well. We here at the Republic do not wish these things to happen to any among our care, and so we have come to fortify the location to the best of our ability. We do know that this will cause you some minor inconveniences in the interim, but you will have our greatest assurances that once the threat has passed, we will most certainly clear out as quickly as possible and let you get on with your lives safer and wholesome for it. But in the observation of fairness, as is the Republic way, if you would have any complaints about us offending you and your kind, please let us hear them now.
All right, make your roll.
Yeah.
And in this case, you probably want advantages because you want to be able to spread this effect out. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. It's average.
It's average.
You still have 1 light side point.
Is anyone gonna get mad if I use it?
No, spend it.
All right.
Need it now.
No.
Oh wait, hang on. I was so used to using the Edge of the Empire thing. I was lining up on that. Heck. All right, so let's see here. I have leadership 1. Wait, no. Hang on. Let me check. I have leadership 2.
Yeah.
Oh boy, nice.
I forgot.
And your presence 3. So if you flip a destiny point, that'll be 3 yellows.
And what was it? 2 purples?
Yeah, 2 perps.
2 perps. Okay.
I will not give any positive or negatives for the situation because on the one hand, their mayor's kind of a butt. On the other hand, yeah, they don't know nothing.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, that's a very decent spread of people. All right. So
Purple Die were actually nice to you once.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. So you succeed with advantage, so you're able to affect multiple targets. So basically, you crowd up everybody who's not working, and you kind of project a little and get it out there. And just in general, people are like, "Oh, so nice of you to, your Republic to come out here." So basically, they will have no objections. They're not scared or anything because you didn't roll any threats or anything on there, which is good. So just you calmly and politely are like, "Hey, you people might be in danger. We're here to help. Cause no trouble. Okay, thanks, bye." And the mayor's kind of mollified, and he's like, "Well, all right, now if you feel it's necessary now, but nothing's going to interfere with the milliflower harvest."
Of course not, dear mayor.
All right, so everybody goes about their business. So let's see. You guys have been gone. You probably started out in the day, so it's probably about noonish. So, well, we're just gonna cut to night. It's about sundown. We'll say it starts raining lightly as the afternoon goes on, because of course it does.
I'd squint at the sky, but I have no eyes.
You can still squint, though. You have eyebrows, I think.
Okay, I will furrow my brow.
You will make noises at the sky. So basically everything gets set up like you like. I assume you're just like sandbag positions.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, for tactical purposes, there is cover nearby if you want to take the take cover maneuver at any point. You've got your E-web heavy repeating blaster set up on the dockside area. Resting on a nice sandbag position. Generators there. We got one of the clones watching it. 2 is dug in on their position in some sandbags. 3 and 4 are kind of hanging out on the landing pad in the shelter of the vehicles. Same with 5 and 6 are kind of just hanging out in the streets. Do you have any particular like setup orders? Like, is this like, are you telling them to lay low? Are they supposed to dig in? Like, what's your standing orders? Because I assume you don't want these guys to just come crying at you the moment a battle starts.
No. Basically, their standing order is to lay low. Don't make themselves like. Basically, lay low, stand by. I said, try to stay out of the way of the townsfolk. We don't want them, being like held up by us. We want the town to basically be looking as normal as possible. And so basically when the enemy appears, engage.
All right.
Yeah.
So, it's just about sundown. They're starting to light lamps in town.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of electricity, it looks like. They're just humble farmers, but they probably got some, old generators, rumbling in the distance. The cantina has electric lighting. There's a little bit of lighting in the town square, but it's mostly pretty dark. For everybody except you, Force Eyes.
Hey. The Force tells me it's dark.
Camo's, well, actually, I'll ask, what's your position up in that hill? The flowers are only maybe like, calf high, like not even knee high. So.
I mean, like, I assume I'm like kind of prone, like the gun's like laid out.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
in bushes.
Right. So you're taking a
like,
prone position.
Meshes the bushes.
That does actually do something. Let me check the rules. Being prone actually does help. Maneuvers, dropping prone.
I think when you're prone if you're firing with ranged weapon, it adds a boost.
Oh, even more, another boost. Okay, so.
But then if you get attacked by a melee guy, that's boost against you.
Yeah.
I'm far away and hiding in a
Blue
bush.
hasn't been doing well for us anyway, so.
Alright, so yes, prone characters are easier to hit with certain attacks. You would suffer a black die if you're trying to make a melee attack, but people making ranged attacks against you suffer a black die.
It also takes an added black die to find me because of passive foliage suit. So.
Yeah, so they have a hard time seeing you.
So, why is the bush shooting at us?
Well, they wouldn't even see the bush, is the thing. Okay, so, like I said, it's getting dark. There's probably some levels of concealment. So, let's see. Let us be seen. Okay, alright, well, we'll call this out to Team 1. We're gonna do some rolls really quick.
Before that, I think I'm gonna get my, like, pistol out. Like, I'm just gonna unholster it just so I can, like, grab it in between rounds in case.
Alright, well, I mean, it's the same action to, like, pick it up off the ground as it is to draw it from your
I just
holsters.
was curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dual-wielding sniper rifle and pistol.
I mean, you say that. There is... Fantasy Flight did announce they're doing ARC Trooper minis. One of the named ones is... It's not the sniper rifle. One of the main ones is holding his pistol in one hand and, like, the carbine in the other. Like a boss.
I mean, that was literally a scene in Gindi.
Yeah, no, that's also another one, yeah.
When that one thing's in the cooldown, you shoot the other thing. So.
But yeah, okay, so you guys are laying low. Would you say you're being stealthy?
Yeah, so you want me to roll stealth?
Oh, no, you don't roll stealth yet. You're way in the back.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay, so, who would you say is in charge? Well, it's Aramaa. Hey, Aramaa, if you were to theoretically roll a stealth check, what would you roll?
Theoretically?
Yes.
2 green?
Okay. So, do you want to make a quick leadership check to see if you can get your guys' information on you?
Yes.
It's an average leadership check. Because then
Yellow,
you could
yellow,
technically, I think one of the formation rules is...
Why? Why?
Look at these dice.
Why?
You didn't even roll a success. It was like so. It's
I didn't roll any success.
No.
I didn't roll any failures. I rolled nothing but advantage and threat.
Alright,
Oh
well,
my God.
so for the cramped situation, you can't really get people into formation. Okay, so roll that. So, let's see. Hold on. Stats stuff. So you have 2 green because you have 2 agility, right? But it is dark, so and some setbacks.
God damn it, Loth.
Well, I know I have.
Oh, look, it's happened to Omega too.
Okay. All right. So
That's a lot of
everybody at number 1, position 1, because this is auditory, can make me a average perception check.
Okie dokie. Damn it, Lucky! I was waiting to post that GIF.
Nope.
Actually, no, it's only 1 advantage. That doesn't.
What the fuck?
Oh, hey, you rolled a fuck ton of successes.
I'm shook.
Oh, actually, no,
God.
I'll never mind. I should do that. Everybody but Lucky should take 2 black for darkness.
Hey.
Oh, so Lucky's fine.
Nobody succeeded anyway. I won't make you roll to get more threat. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll just call it even Stevens.
I haven't rolled yet, and I'm not going to.
Well, yeah, this is auditory is the thing. So you're too far away to
too far
hear
away.
what's happening. I might have you roll to see it in a second, but
Do I take more strain?
I get minus black for that at least. So
no, it's fine. Okay, so you guys are minding your own business. You're kind of crouched in like maybe there's an awning over some of the docks, so they're sheltered from the rain and sun and stuff. It's a little wet, it's a little dripping. You're drizzling. You're listening, and in the distance, Aramaa hears the whine of a single repulsor engine.
Single repulsor.
Sounds like something small, maybe a swoop or a speeder bike.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming maybe downish the riverbed, you'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Like you rolled 3 success, you know exactly where it's coming from. So, yeah. How do you respond?
I tell people to stand by. We have it said the single repulsor engine, but you said a small one, right?
Yeah, sounds like something small.
Yeah, it's like probably not what we maybe it could be a local or it could be a scout force, who knows, but stand by, stay low, and hold.
All right.
Hold.
Camo
So,
was waiting for the signal or
because
being told
he
fire.
failed to perceive you, despite the fact that you were awful at stealth. Probably mostly because of how fucking dark it is. There's a and just looks like a little bit of a rugged speeder bike, but a speeder bike kind of pulls up not too far from your position, kind of across from the bridge, and kind of a guy stands idling there, and there looks like there's maybe a couple of people on there. One of them stays on the back of the bike,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them clambers off it and starts across the bridge. They have spurs, because of course
Okay.
they do.
Of course they do.
Aramaa, you take no penalties for the darkness, and you're still the only one who's heard this, so you just told everybody, like, hey, hold the position, we're holding, something's going on. You can see what looks like we'll just do the whatchamacallit, the stereotypical thing. It looks like it's another Weequay looking guy. He's got a broad brimmed hat, he's got a long spacer's duster.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's got a couple of pistols in his belt.
Mm-hmm.
There's, some biker chick Twi'lek on the back, but you also see that she's got some kind of heavy blaster pistol, sawed-off blaster thing,
Oh, jeez.
whatever, to watch the bike. And they're both wearing, the Twi'lek has like a purple bandana over her face. The Weequay's got it like tied around the sleeve of his duster.
Okay.
Violet.
And
Yeah.
and they kind of it looks like he's wearing a necklace of mud shark teeth.
Oh my.
You know what those look like.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
I do.
shark fins.
I know how they feel like too.
The rain makes your leg itch
Mm-hmm.
because you've still got a couple wounds left.
Mm-hmm.
And he just desperado style. Chung, chung.
He's walking across the bridge, right?
Yeah, he walks across the bridge.
I will move so that I am on the other side of the bridge in his way.
Okay, since you're repositioning, we'll make this. You're gonna make an active stealth check. I will let you
Mhm.
know how hard it is before you choose to make this.
All right.
Well, I already rolled it, so it's the opposite of that. So that would be 1 red and 2 purples, but you'd get 2 boost dice from the concealment. So
1 red and 2 purple.
Yeah.
To
spoilers, this guy is a rival. He's a leader type, so he has actual stat dice,
okay.
stats and skills. So,
Oh boy.
do you want to attempt to still move up, or
Yeah, I'll make the attempt.
all right, roll them.
All right. So my non-existent stealth pool again.
And no more destiny points to flip because I haven't had anything to do yet.
So again, 1 red, 2 purple, but 2 blues. Let's see how this works.
Force be with you, maybe. Somehow.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you get force dice to stealth checks?
I'm pretty sure there's
a
something.
special force talent that you can like disappear your ass from people's perception, but
Yeah, that's
it's one of the shadow abilities. Yeah.
Feels like a mind trick.
I know there's also-
I guess misdirect. Technically, you can make yourself illusory. So
I'm trying to remember. I have battle meditation, but I don't know if that affects people other than me.
I don't.
Or
Yeah, I
the-
think that explicitly doesn't affect you. That's you. You use it to help other people.
Yeah, but
Okay,
whatever.
So, sorry, just gotta say this.
Naughty
Apologies,
the
I have-
fuck!
Ooh. But quickly, I have to leave. Apparently, I thought I was working at 11 p.m. tonight. Apparently, that was 11 a.m. today. So
Oh my.
I have to skedaddle.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Um,
Well, we'll let you know about EXP and stuff later.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I have to go.
No, that's okay.
Don't worry. I just tripped on the fucking bridge and just made a weird sound.
Oh man, it would have been nice if like you handled the gun, but it's fine.
I know.
At least you have 3
But could-
advantage.
You
Well,
could
we
have
could
gotten
look,
a
he's
nickname
gone
out
now,
of
but we
that.
could look at his character sheet if we need him to roll something. Anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna need to do gunnery. So.
All right. Well, first of all, Sneakman, do you want to heal any strain if you have any with your advantage?
No, I want. Oh god, what was the advantage chart? Actually, what is my strain at? I don't
So-
think it's actually.
You got
Actually,
simple
there's
threat?
an order to this. I think we resolved despairs last.
Despair count as 2 failures.
No, it counts as a failure, but it canceled out, and also a despair result, which is a
The-
critical fumble.
That shouldn't. Oh, okay. I guess it's like a visual where typically it doesn't count as a failure, but I guess it's still fair because there's.
Yeah, there's no success showing, but there's no excess failure.
So I wasn't sneaky, but I wasn't loud. But something bad's about to happen.
Oh, I know exactly what's happening to you.
Oh
but
no!
With the despair.
Oh, great.
But I'm curious how you want to spend your advantage, because technically I believe we resolved that first.
How much do I have to do to state a
Actually,
narrative?
let me look that up. Actually, what the result of interpreting the dice pool is. What do we resolve the order in? Nope. Yeah, it's triumphs and despairs are last. So yeah, you have to figure out what to do with your advantage first. So you were saying?
Well, since I got despair, can I spend my advantage to ensure that I am the only one noticed or something?
Yeah, you don't have to. I guess yeah, you can cover for the other guys if you want.
Yeah.
That's how you want to phrase it. Okay. Well, so you're not stealthy, and you rolled a
No.
despair. So here's what
No.
happens: you get up, you're focusing your force beam eyes at this guy. You're trying to kind of circle around because you're on one of the docks, like we said, and he's crossing the bridge. And you're kind of meandering over, and you just aren't watching your footing, and you step on a piece of loose board, and you just plunk into the river. Good job, you. Sploosh.
Good job, me.
How deep's the
River deep.
Yeah.
As deep as a river needs to be. You are now
Sploosh.
swimming. Good job, you.
Good job, me.
But you kind of you signal for them to hold back so nobody's following you or anything, so you're the only one who falls in. the gang boss kind of says, "Hey, what was that?" And he kind of looks back and he kind of signals to the Twi'lek, like, "Check that out. I'm gonna go give him the ultimatum." Or Aramaa probably hears as you're thrashing around in the water a little.
Mhm.
So the Padawan with the clones, your not your master, but the senior Jedi in your team has fallen into the water, and you guys can now see or hear, because there's some noise going on, that the Twi'lek, riding bitch pops the space kickstand, turns off the bike, and she's gonna wander off into the dockside to see what that noise is, while Desperado Man is going into town. So what are you guys doing next?
I was trying to stealth shoot him in the head, but I guess I can't now.
I mean, no, you can't stealth shoot anybody. You've got a blaster.
I meant ambush attack, like first strike.
Oh yeah, try and make a stealth attack, sure. But anyway,
I mean, not right now, but I think because it's
maybe.
I don't think I could. Maybe I could see him, but I don't know.
So these are things to note for Jedi. Violence is your first resort is a conflict always. So, and so is knowing an action. So I think technically you still take a side blow conflict. Oh, Marth just left. That's weird. Wonder if that's because he's BRBing. We might have to get back to him in a sec. But I think it probably still counts as knowing in action if you order or if you let the arc just take a shot without at least appreciating your non-violent options first. Like, because if you while you're in the water, yell for him to take the shot, that's probably still a conflict because you are choosing to let him just get murdered rather than deal with the fact that you fell in the river.
Okay.
But yeah, so Kavis, what? Yeah.
Am I?
You could I will say this: you could you heard him say he's going to deliver an ultimatum, and there's only 2 people, so he's probably gonna do the fucking thing that they did last time.
Yeah, we can hear you.
And
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know why because it sounded like you guys weren't.
No, we got you. We were in the middle of something when you kind of phased in and out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was sort of gone for a bit because my dad wanted to get something for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what happened?
Aramaa fell in the river.
Okay.
And now the boss guy here basically told the Twi'lek who was riding behind him to go check out that noise. So she parks the bike and gets off to kind of wander out into the darkness of the dockside. Maybe she pulls out a glow rod.
Be right back again.
Okay. We're not going to get fucking anywhere. All right, Aramaa, what are you doing? You're in a fucking river.
Well, I'm suddenly underwater, and that's not good.
No. But somehow you can see perfectly. Weird how that works.
But so I should probably try to make my way back.
Okay.
Probably on the side that I was that my boys are stationed on.
Okay. This sounds like an easy athletics check to swim.
Good job, me.
And yes, I'm making you make a check because you might fuck this up horribly. You guys need destiny points. Are you okay with it being a red die?
Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
All right, I'll flip one back. I'll give you a destiny point back so you can roll it
red
into
die
despair.
because of destiny point or
okay, so
stats.
Let me see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have 2 athletics.
Oh, you're pretty good at this. I'm glad I upgraded then.
All right, so yellow, red. I have nothing. I'm not wearing heavy ass fucking robes that will drag in the water. Woo. Okay.
Okay,
solid roll.
Okay.
Those are the kind of rolls I expect. God damn it.
All right. So,
Back.
yeah,
Welcome
gotcha.
So
back.
Well, hold on. We just resolved a check, so now I have to do this because you were away.
Okay.
Aramaa, you successfully keep your bearings and figure out, and you can pull yourself basically. Do you want to get out on the shore or back onto the dock?
Back onto the dock.
Okay, you reach up, you grab the dock, you pull up. You're soaking wet, and it's gonna. Well, it's not really gonna dry because it's humid, but you got it figured out. Okay. So, where was he with Kavis? Where did I leave off telling you?
Okay, so Aramaa was in the river, and the Twi'lek was trying to find the sound?
Yes, she was heading towards the sound, basically.
And then, okay.
And then Aramaa just fishes herself out of the river. So what are you doing? There's a guy heading into town, and then there's a person searching for you.
Oh, right. Person searching for Aramaa. Person in town. Okay. It's in the dark and the rain.
Correct.
Wait, where was I located?
You're already down at 1.
Okay, I'm at 1. Right.
I
was probably just like, probably not in the direct pathway of the person, so there's that.
Yeah, it's just now you're the one sitting with all the clones, so...
Okay. Well, I'm going... Well, let's see, our direct violence is conflict, so... I'm going to see about following after that guy.
Alright. Okay. So...
was thinking about, like, my idea was that, like, we should just get a firing line and just, like, destroy them, but okay.
Axe, why is violence your first response?
Mechanically, I think it might be the safest, but...
Okay, well, mechanically, they take bad boy points. Negative good boy points if they do that.
They don't
okay,
need
well,
to
Axe,
do it.
let me explain this to you. If we just up and gun them now, we'll have no idea where they're coming from. We won't know anything about why they're doing things, and we just have 2 bodies that we have to deal with.
Okay, let me finish. We listen to when he's talking, and then, like, once we know, like, it's like a...
Well, first we have to deal with the fact that now Jedi number 2 is trying to stealth after... Well, actually, that's a good question.
Besides, Cav doesn't really know if he should try communicating with the clones, especially since the guy might hear it.
That's fair. Okay, so the clones continue to hold position because that's their last standing order.
All he'll do is just...
One of them's probably like, Commander, where are you going?
I think all Cav will do is just do a backward, like, sign, just
hold.
Falling. Hold.
Okay. Oh, so now you must roll whatever you roll for stealth, plus 2 boost die, because it's dark and it's raining, for concealment, versus red, purple, purple. Because this guy has a perception score.
Okay, that's going to be fun, and no destiny points if left.
No. I flipped one back, that's why Lucky had to roll against a red, so there's 1 light side right now.
Are you sure about this?
I'm just going to go with what...
Are you sure you don't want to get the clones to incapacitate the Twi'lek?
They could try that. They got stun settings.
Was the Twi'lek the one that...
Well, yeah, she's hunting for Aramaa. Cav is interested in following the guy into town, because intelligence.
He's never going to talk to the mayor. I can get the shot on I could, follow the other guy. I just don't think I could hear him, so...
Well, yeah, nobody's actually said they're using comms. Alright, okay. Well, we'll work on this.
I'm going to use that advantage to...
that's not a bad roll. Just look at those antagonist dice.
I'm going to use that advantage to heal my strain now.
Okay.
Those antagonist dice are crazy.
Alright, we get it. So, our situation continues to unfold. Cav tells the clones to stay on the dock, manning the gunpoint. And, hop, skips, and jumps off into the night, in the rain. Aramaa, you are breathing, not really that heavily. You didn't even roll any strain or anything on that check. Mm-hmm. But you're kind of crouched on the dock, getting your wits back together, and you can perceive with your perception powers that there's a Twi'lek lady with some kind of, blastery pistol type thing, and a glow rod, in the dark, kind of subtly trying to move towards your position. And Cav, not stealthy at all, just hops past you and her, kind of follow that guy. So, we'll kind of get where that's going in a second, but, Aramaa, what are you doing about this? What's your thoughts?
I don't want Cav going after that. Well, I didn't hear them. I only heard the blur, 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 blur. So I don't know
what at the time.
I was underwater at the time.
You know that there's a hostile approaching you, and Cav has gone off technically on his own, as befitting his emotional blah blah blah.
Should I have at least do I have sight of the situation so I'd at least could at least tell you probably shouldn't go off alone?
No, you probably have to make a perception check. Would you like to, because you're looking that direction, would you like to roll to see if you can see anything with your eyes? Because nobody has explicitly been on the comms yet. This has all been verbal.
Mine's shielded, so it might as well.
Well, no, this would be to see. That's the thing. None of these guys are telling anything. So, make a... you are at
I get minus black.
Range. So, we'll call it a hard perception check. Normally there would be 2 black for concealment, but your armor removes 1 of those black because you have low light filters and shit.
Yeah. Shit. So, it would be Yellow, green, red, purple, black,
No purple. Just
red, black,
I mean, no red. 3 purple.
purple, black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Purple. That was a blue, not a
Oh
black.
wow. Oh. Well, what? Okay, that would be the black then.
S for setback, because technically it's boost and then setback.
Okay,
so
it would
be
technically just be.
well, no, because they're honestly you should probably re-roll the whole check. I know you succeeded
Okay.
with 1, but you should just probably re-roll it because the advantage in there is throwing it off. So we'll see again. Well, Marth
Okay.
tries to type something slowly.
I was just looking at the OTE roller again. It tends to favor the yellow and green dice more than this one does.
Yeah.
I wrote a good roll.
Okay, I will say that you roll advantage. So because you've got your low light filters and stuff up, you can see there's somebody with a glow rod standing close to position 1 that you could look at with your scope. But I will say you don't see, because he's just a guy walking in the darkness, you don't notice the leader type guy being followed by Kavis. So,
I was just more saying like if where Kavis is going.
no, because you did not get your perception successful, you don't notice that guy and that set of events going on. You do see that there's what looks like a stranger with a gun drawn and a glow rod approaching Aramaa in your clone's position. So
I think I try
if
to
you
like
want to...
I try to like message her through the Citacom. It's like, is there something wrong? It's like, what's happening?
Alright, so smash cut to Aramaa. You're thinking about Kavis. Your belt starts talking.
Mm-hmm.
General, are you
earpiece.
okay? That's what Axe is saying.
I thought it was her earpiece. I thought it was an earpiece.
No, you don't
it's on
have
my
you don't
belt.
have earbud comlinks.
Oh, okay. Then I shouldn't have. I did think
No, you did it. It's too late.
that was
It's
my
fine.
fault. I wouldn't do that, but fair.
That
was my.
the glow
Don't worry,
rod.
it works out. Trust me. It works out. Trust me.
The glow rod snaps in your direction, Aramaa. What are you doing? Because you just look like a. Actually, the Twi'lek probably says something like, kind of in like a snarky, condescending way, because you look like you're dressed like a civvy.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna bother rolling,
Mhm.
but you have many penalties for people to notice your clothing is armored.
Mhm.
So she just says in kind of a condescending way. Wait, hold on. I gotta get my best French in this. Oh, are you all right there?
I'll just make a show of squeezing out my hair, and it's like, oh yes, quite. I was on a midnight stroll when I heard something, and what do you know? I slipped and fell.
Okay, you're gonna need to make a deception check, which I think is cunning, not presence.
Yes.
Probably thought it's not even a
It's
half.
not-
It's more like a half line.
What's deception opposed by? Per
I think
Cool.
I think it might be
discipline?
discipline.
Oh, if it's discipline, that's
I'm
great.
going-
This is an easy check.
I've got to check.
All right, you find
Oh,
that
it's-
you find that table.
Deception is cunning, I will say.
Yes.
Social.
Let's see here.
Basically, because guess what? She's only a minion.
Mhm.
So the question, if it's
discipline, yes.
okay, so it's versus her willpower, which is 1. So you roll 1 purple to lie.
All right.
They're bad at this.
Hey.
All right.
Boo.
And so she believes you. She snaps off the glow rod, but kind of keeps the pistol leveled at your lower level and be like, "All right, well, why don't you go back to your home and lay low? There's gonna be trouble on this night, don't you know?" I don't know why she decided to rhyme.
It's like tonight. Trouble. She's like tonight. Aramaa's gonna, be like, trouble tonight. What's happening? Gonna fish for information.
Ooh. That sounds like a check. What would that even?
Charm?
Yeah, I guess charm to try and be non-threatening enough to get her to talk.
Yeah.
So yeah,
is
roll
augury, I guess.
charm is
That's
opposed by
augury.
cool, which is presence, I think, or it might also be discipline. Both of those are 1, so roll an easy charm check.
Charm is opposed by cool.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
you're just gonna completely blow her out of the water because you got 3 presents at least.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Aw.
You got 2 advantage. Okay. 1. She doesn't just smack you across the face for talking back
Mhm.
because you didn't get any threats in your failure. But she just says, "Let's just say we're going to have a party, and if you want to be invited, you should go back to your home." Clicks the safety off on her blaster pistol.
Oh, the safety was on.
Okay.
Or dials it up to like a 5 or something. Blaster pistols are supposed to be variable. Whatever. It makes a bling. It's fiction. Does the cocking sound. By the way, I have assumed that you are crouching through this, which is why she hasn't noticed you're carrying a lightsaber.
Yeah. Aramaa will, lean, kind of put her hands up, and it's just like, this town is just humble, hard-working for it. They ain't gonna want any trouble, but I'll have you know, they probably won't take kindly to any unexpected parties happening. You might find yourself biting off a bit more than you can chew. I would caution you against your action here.
Actually, hold on. Let me read the description of negotiation. Is that just for buying and selling, or could you actually use it to be like, listen, this is a bad idea? Let me read.
Most of your friends will die.
The what?
It's like most of your friends will die if you do this.
Well, hey, I'm trying to preserve life.
Will die. Negotiation, cooperation, purchase goods, sell goods, create an agreement. No, so this sounds like another charm check.
God damn it. I actually have dice to negotiate.
Alright, still 1 purple.
Well, I'm still
Basically,
rolling.
you're trying to persuade her that there's more going on that she needs to care about. And just to keep everybody in mind, I have not forgotten about Kavis and Bossman in the background.
Okay.
It's just this is...
Right.
You cannot
What is
roll a
this?
success in that for fucking anything. Jeez.
Rolled 2 last time.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm glad I'm not getting straight out failure, but goddamn, I'm literally rolling against her 3-1.
Yeah. I'm trying to... So, she shouldn't, because you're rolling advantage, she shouldn't, slap you or just try and stun you.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna laugh haughtily. And
yeah, probably you don't know what you're talking about. We have more than enough men and blasters to take this whole town. Now, your last warning.
Right.
Find your home or find a grave. Also, I will say, though, because you rolled an advantage, if you want to give... You've got 5 clone boys in the background. You want to give the secret signal. Somebody could blast her of some sort, or leap out and punch her. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm going to put my hands up so people can see them. Walk back, but then I'm going to quickly flash the signs for engage, target, stun.
All right. Well, since Axe doesn't have a stun setting, he can't help you with that. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that you back up towards the dock. Get up a little. Just as she looks down and notices you're carrying a lightsaber, a clone with a carbine pops around the corner. We can say it's Loth. He can be cool. It just says,
I was
something
gonna
like,
say a thing of like,
"Good night." She falls over stunned.
I think they asked of like, did they only come in on that one bike?
Yes, there's only one bike right now.
Could we sabotage it or it explodes? When it try to get
Why do you want to kill people?
No, so like if he has to leave, the other guy leaves the town, you can't.
He explodes and dies. Got it. You could just take his keys, but no, explodes and dies.
Okay.
One of you probably could, but I think
I'm
you're
sorry.
the only one who gets mechanics in this party. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
you would have to
I'd have
fucking
to go.
haul ass down that
I don't know
hill.
if any of the clones we have actually could like. at least
No,
disable them
we haven't
anywhere.
established that anybody's got a technician or anything.
Okay.
Axe,
So-
you are surprisingly bloodthirsty.
This is a military situation. I'm sorry.
No,
I was
and
expecting we were
military
going to shoot them all out. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, he is an ARC trooper. This is technically this is a law enforcement situation. But the fact that he thinks of it like that, I'm not surprised. But this is actually kind of why I'm glad you chose this one, because these are flesh and blood people as opposed to just droids you can shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Kavis. It's been
sorry,
a couple
I'm
of minutes
used to that.
while you've been having this conversation. Axe
I think I'm
continues to
being
examine
so
his
into
morality.
character. I'm treating this like a military situation too much.
So you're in the gentle lantern light and candlelight cave. You're walking along. Let me look at my maps here. You're somewhere between 5 and 6. The mayor's house probably isn't too far from the bar, so you see that guy kind of wandering in town, and then all of a sudden he spins on a heel and he's got a blaster drawn on you. It says, That's close enough, partner.
I just
I
like
have
throw
no
my...
idea. Actually, no. Fuck it. These guys can be Northeastern. Hey, yous. That's close enough. He needs to sound like they're really not from here. Actually, no. He could be fucking Cockney. I'll do 3 different accents. He's just like, oi,
It's
mate.
like a weird.
Hold it right
Something
there.
awkward.
Swear on me, mum.
I'll just like wait. It was like, hey.
He stands consternated for several beats. Oi, what?
Is that what?
Do you drop a glow stick or
all,
something?
that what all you foreigners do when you greet people? America.
Piss off, kid. He's gonna put his blaster away, turn around, and start walking away faster. No skill check required. He is bamboozled and leaves.
Just going like, okay, so do I?
Sneak stun?
How much do I want to wait till I follow him again?
So back at Aramaa, you stunned one. Remember, everybody's got comlinks in their belts,
Yeah,
so...
As I said, like, at this point, now that we got the stun cuffs with our
Yes.
troopers, right?
Everybody's got
All
a
right.
set of stun cuffs. Heck,
Yeah,
you got a set of
so-
stun cuffs.
Yeah, well, guess what? We're slapping this girl in some cuffs.
Alright.
I'm gonna put her to the side, and then I'm gonna look around and be like, where's the Padawan?
Oh, he's gone. One of your clones, the clone sergeant will probably say, "Sorry, General, the commander told us to stay put. He went ahead to pursue that slightly stereotyping-looking gentleman."
As you hear that, it's like, Commander, I lost a general. I can't find him.
That's the other way around, but yeah.
It's like I lost sight of him.
I don't know if I want to necessarily break radio silence, but I don't know where. Wait, I would like to do some big brain. Only 2 of them came here, right? So this isn't attack. So it's something before the attack. Can I infer that they're probably going to give the ultimatum?
Yeah, you can easily infer. Heck, the clones
Okay.
heard him say it. They could just tell you what he said.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can hive mind that part. This
Okay.
is clearly the part of the operation where Big Dick Swinging comes in and is like, you know, your money, your GP or your HP. And if
It's
the
kinda
town
why I
says
wanted
yes,
to,
it's peaceful. If the town says no, that's when a hooping and a hollering starts.
It's kind of why I wanted to make his bike not work so he couldn't, go contact his men.
Well, you don't know if what he's carrying.
Yeah.
Fair, but
There's no comms on a speeder bike.
it's more of, to get back to them, but yeah.
Well, let's see here. If you're gonna go give an ultimatum, you're either gonna. Well, actually, no. Wait. Where did the memory? Where did they give the ultimatum back in Canhead?
It sound from what you remember, the guy sounded like they just strolled up, maybe with some extra guys. Now this is slightly different because when you heard that, there were several guys who came in, but some of them went to the fuck shit up in the bar or whatever. But they went to go see the mayor. Apparently they met the mayor in the streets because there was a disturbance happening. And then they had an altercation. The mayor of Canhead said no, and they shot the mayor in the street with a big iron on his hip.
Shit.
So you're pretty sure that Spurs Man is just gonna wander through town until he finds an authority figure and basically be like, "Oi, give me your flowers, or you die." You gets.
Shit. Okay. Well, as I said, I'm gonna tell the troops to hold position, and shit, I don't want to. If the Padawan went after the fucking guy, I don't want to just maybe necessarily out him because I don't know if they've actually met or not.
Right.
I haven't heard any sort of signs of combat. So
Marth bamboozled him with his childishness and was not shot in the street.
yeah.
The
So there's no
Padawan.
So I'm gonna have to assume that the guy is still on the way. So that the guy is on his way to the mayor, and Cav is following him. So I should probably head towards the mayor.
All right. So you're going to tell Squad 1 to stay dug in.
Mhm.
Do you want to let anybody else know what's going on? Because like we said, this has all been verbal so far.
Yeah. I'll inform. I'll just get on comms, inform the rest of the squads that we have encountered 2 potentially hostile forces. One has been taken down. The other is being pursued. I want everyone to basically get eyes up.
All right.
and-
Actually, hold on. I can roll some dice. Do clone troopers have perception as a group skill? Let's find out. Because Kavis and the guy were hanging out in the area, so...
I was wondering if I had a chance to like look for them again.
Yeah, you might too. So you can make me a hard perception check with the... Normally it's 2 black.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, tell me. I already know what I'm doing next.
Alright, but let's see if 5 or 6 can maybe notice you. As soon as I can
Of
find,
course.
there should be some stats.
Oh my god, okay.
Some stats in here somewhere.
Damn, that's a lot of success.
And 3 threats.
Here we go. Okay, there's adversary profiles in the book. There we go. Clone troopers, you get yonder perceiving. They have vigilance. That probably works just as well. So let me roll. Ooh,
That's
3
where
threat,
that threat
though.
is later, but yeah.
I'll figure that out in a sec. Hold on, I gotta think about my rolls.
It's a lot of
so-
threat, but it's like these purple dice have been like seeking blood the entire day.
They have.
It's like God.
So- I've decided that they're in big burly boy pools, so we'll upgrade this check a lot for a group. Fucking
my.
nothing. Thanks, dice.
Wow! Fucking wow! I'm
So
done.
was that the clones or like other what?
That was the clones. That squad's
God
5
damn
and
it.
6 together.
What the fuck? It's like if only the setback deck. It's like look at this.
It's literally because of the darkness. Literally, the darkness fucked them. Otherwise, it would have been fine.
What do you mean darkness? They should have fucking lamps.
They have like
All right, that's fair. We'll roll that again.
Boots
They're
has like
light.
Inglaut has like the special light thing.
Because 2 is for
Hold on.
complete and utter darkness, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
like
so,
that's
like,
very
if-
dark. But also, some of it is because it's raining. But we can knock off one of those for
Yeah,
because they have low light.
Take out the second one or something.
Roll.
Like his boots has like Loft had like
Like, I'm
the
pretty sure
helmet
they have
lights.
fucking glow rods. They have incident light from lamps and
and the helmet
Alright, we'll
lights.
just do one for cover.
There
Okay,
we go.
that's better.
okay.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'm getting mad. I'm getting genuinely mad here.
Lucky, I'm with you too. Because it's like, what the hell? These dice.
Yeah, you get a little vibrating. I understand. The dice are nuts. I'm just glad that I haven't had to roll very much at all. And when it is, it's also just as bad because at least you're not mad at me. You're just mad at the dice.
Omega, if you had like, I can't wait for the time when the guy shoots this thing. But he rolls like so badly it explodes in his hand.
That can
Yeah,
happen.
if you roll
That
some,
can happen.
if you roll some despairs, well, that could happen. Let's see.
Like,
What's our time?
I'm hoping that
Yeah, we're
happens.
over 2 hours. Okay. I think I need to take another break, but first let's resolve threats and stuff. You probably get a call back, General, when you're like, okay, everybody eyes up. Squad 5 here. We see a suspicious-looking Weequay, and the commander's following behind him over here. But he's we don't have a good line to follow him. There's some buildings in our way. I'll basically fluff their threat. Is they see him, but they can't do anything about it. So,
All right. Well, as I said,
but also with Axe, because you rolled some threats, you start looking through your scope and your rangefinder and all your sensors and stuff, and I'll say you notice Kavis, but you do not see the guy because you missed some important details.
Okay, well at least I'm gonna keep track. I'm gonna keep my eye around him, like along the
Sure.
canvas at least.
All right, and I will take a quick break, even though I
Okay.
think that Marth
I
knows
feel
what
like
he's
this-
doing next, because that's where we're
I
going to
need
snap
to-
back to Marth. But
I need
gotta
to keep
go
rest.
pee.
That's not a good feeling.
Okay. Well, you guys were rolling hot shit in the first couple of sessions. I suppose the dice had to come back around.
I guess.
Yeah.
This is the
Statistics.
I'm not ready for
Well,
shooting again,
of
but we'll see.
the force guy doesn't roll any blanks because it really wants you to roll
Well, yeah.
dark.
Yeah, if I remember right, Force and I have more single dark side
they
pips,
have the
but
same
we
number
have-
of pips, but they're arranged so that it's technically more likely you'll get a single dark face.
I
Mark on the
loaded
table and
it
look at the
up.
ball. Yeah, there's only oh. Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 blank faces per d6s, which is why those are always coming up blank. The 8s only have
I'm just
one blank
amazed that
face,
like
and
the
the
greens
default
keep
also.
showing up blank. It's like these purples have been like, why can't these purples be
Yeah,
greens?
the purple ones are rolling a lot of double faces, which is bad.
It's like a lot of 5s and 6s, right?
Equivalents, yeah. The dice are hot tonight. Anyway, Kavis, the guy has turned around and he's walking away.
Okay,
What are your thoughts on what to do next?
I'm just gonna wait a bit and start bowling again.
All right, Aramaa, you have a position of the Padawan. What are you doing?
I will try and catch up.
Do I really want to make you roll again? Nah, there's no obstacles.
I do have 2 in athletics. I probably have. I've
Yeah,
pretty
no,
good
you're fine.
chance.
If you were willing to sacrifice stealth for speed, like if you're gonna try and like sneak up to him, then that has to be a check. Because,
Well, I'm willing to sacrifice.
but
stealth for speed.
if you're okay just jogging up the street after him, it's fine.
Well, if he's
Yeah,
only
that's fine.
walking, I should probably catch up. He couldn't have
Yeah.
gone too far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
All right, yep. So you catch up. No need for a check. You're caught up. In the distance, you can see that guy ahead of you. He got a little bit more lead on Kavis after the whole stop and turn thing. He's not jogging, but he's doing a brisk step. Clink, 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 clink. A couple of people in the shadows kind of eyeball this guy, and then they kind of eyeball you. You're on the main. You walk onto the main street of town. The cantina's just in front of you. The mayor comes out of a nice looking house with some lights. And there's a couple of those constable boys standing around, and he just kind of walks. The dusterman is kind of walking up to him, and he's just like, "Oi, you!" And the mayor's like, "Hold on, can I do 2 different accents at once? Hold on,
Can I
try an accent drift?"
Before you have this conversation, can I say is like, does the commander or general give me the position of where they are, so I at least have a sight on it?
They didn't say they are, so no. But you
No.
can see Commander. You're following him with your eyes, and if
Okay.
Aramaa joins him, you can see her.
Okay.
I
I assume I can see the lights on, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you can see the lights in town.
Okay.
Anyway, continuing. Dramatic scene. The mayor's like, "Well, yeah, now I'm mayor here. I'm Bremark. I'm in charge of this fine town and establishment. I've decided he's also the bartender. That's why he's the mayor."
Hey, makes sense.
And so the boss man says, "Oh, good. Hold on, what name did I give this guy again? There we go. That's a good Star Warsy name. I'm Busaka. I represent the Violent Shockfins."
Mega, if I may interject real quick, have I gotten within sight of them?
Yeah, you've always been in sight.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm like I said, he's
Within
already
sight.
so he's probably already in fucking like range of the mayor. So I'm gonna try and catch up with them real quick.
Okay.
But,
yeah,
you
he's
know-
probably at the equivalent of like he stayed at like medium distance from you. Like if we
Mhm.
turned it into a chase, so it's just it's a couple of maneuvers for you to pull up to them, basically.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, actually, I was. If you hadn't, I'd been like, I would have like waved you over and be like, "Come on."
I'll just do the same because
Mhm.
All
I'm
right, you kind
already in
of
this
pull
deep.
up, and he says, and the mayor's like, "Well, I never done on here, but you Violent Sharkfins," and he's like, "That's okay. All you need to know is that we're new in town, and we're starting a collection business. Here's the deal. And you guys kind of close as he's saying this. You give us all the milliflower crop you can load right now, and if you don't, and if you do, nobody gets hurt." And that's the time you guys kind of shuffle up. Are you guys gonna stand like next to the mayor, like flanking, or what's your positioning thing here?
I'm gonna put myself between the mayor and him.
I'll just. I'll be. Where should I be?
Yeah,
Huh.
take your pick.
I'll just be behind the.
You know, I'll just slide in front.
Right.
Just...
The mayor's probably like, "Oh my," and then the Weequay kind of leans back on his hips, pushes his Kodak behind his pistols because that's what he was going to do anyway, and says, "Now, miss, now who might you be getting in this business?"
Well, I guess I'll yeah. No point in lying at this point. General Aramaa of Republic Forces.
He kind of sneers. "You don't look like no Jedi."
Well, I'm just gonna let it slide. And so I'm like, well, shit, I'm trying to think of the sassy way to fucking say this.
I don't think you've ever seen a Jedi yourself.
No, it was just like, I would strongly suggest not testing me to find out. And so like,
What? Doing all this.
Biscari, I'm basically gonna give the arrest speech. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head, though. It's like, you're in suspicion of murder, destruction of property, thievery, assault, and several other crimes. Lay down your weapons and come quietly.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, like, I don't even think this was really gonna need a check.
Yeah, to him, he kind of sees this as just like, you're just saying that. He's like,
yeah.
He's kind of like, you're not the boss of me. Mayor, this is your last warning. You better pay up, or it's curtains for you and your weird fake Jedi lady.
Okay.
Didn't even know they had blind Jedi. How does that work?
This guy hasn't resort to threat.
I hope you have a secret code word for me facing for like
the
being
weapon
shot.
yet, so I'm not pulling anything.
Well, I don't think she can give you a secret code word because it would have to be a hand sign. Because again, nobody's wearing headsets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair.
It's a little tubal thing you hold in your hand and yell into, like a can on a string, but better. Anyway, I was laughing at something in general. All right, so Aramaa, do you have any intervention, or are you just going to wait until the mayor says something like, "I don't think so"?
Well, I do know, like, I mean, it is his town, so he's gonna say whatever, but I will prime myself that if the guy tries to take the shot, I'm gonna try and, cover the fucking mayor.
All right. The mayor's,
Okay.
you are physically interposed between the mayor, acting as cover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
And the mayor just kind of pauses for a second. He kind of, you can't, well, I don't know how that works with behind you, but Aramaa, you can sense that he kind of like looks you up and down in front of him and glances over at Kavis, and he's like, well, now here, Mr. Braca, what is it, Braska? Busaka. Now, Mr. Busaka, I don't know about who you think you are now, but we are just a humble town in Big Hills now, and we don't take kindly to threats here. So I can give you a nice kindly drink if you'd like to step into the Fasty Mud Shark over here. Otherwise, I think you best be going on home now, huh? And then, because he kind of pointed at the mayor with his offhand, he's gonna lift his wrist to his mouth now, and he's gonna say, "All right then, you've chosen poorly. Take him, boys." And in the distance, you can hear whoop, yip, whoop, yow, whoop, hooping and hollering, woo, yow, firing in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Should have cut his hand off.
So, y'all should roll cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Down here because you're
Okay,
anticipating a
my
fight.
Guy's,
Yeah,
my guy's George ran out lightsaber.
Normal cool?
Yeah, just cool. Simple
I keep
because it's
going
initiative.
to the Empire Roller.
I mean, you can if you want. It's just hard. There's no transparency there.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to stay. What was my cool? One.
It's
Ooh,
based
I
on presence.
actually did something. Yay.
Oh no, there's no difficulty. Simple. It's initiative.
That then is actually advantage.
So
God,
that's 2 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, see, this is why I can't do it, because I just did the edge of the. Actually, can I just screen it?
You could just screen cap it if you like.
Is there I know you guys have programs to do quick screen caps. How?
It's called clipping tool.
I just use print screen and paint.
I use clipping tool, or just its own thing.
So hold on.
Well, no, I'll figure it out.
It's called snip and sketch.
Oh, he does have a lot of cool. Okay, so he'll roll yellow, green.
That is the shit.
Loth's character or your character?
That's me. I'm not rolling for Loth. He's back at the
base.
base.
No, he put it in the wrong chat.
I did.
Delete it. Just delete it.
I can't delete it.
Yes, you can.
Oh god.
Delete it. Delete.
You saw nothing.
Y'all saw nothing.
What?
So 2 advantage, huh?
Try that again.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, no,
so-
on the fucking edge of the Empire roll, I got 5 success, 1 advantage.
Aw, I mean,
That's very good. But okay,
Yeah, I know.
you still rolled pretty good. But technically, he goes first because he's got 3 success and 3 advantages.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 and 2, so yeah.
So it's NPC, then PC, PC. Okay.
I guess I can't get the quick strike. Whatever.
No, this guy knows what he's
having
doing.
Loth would be really nice, honestly.
Okay.
No, Loth is busy at a fortified position, about to fire at some stuff because probably as this has happened over the comms.
I guess you could roll his gunnery skill for like fighting off.
Nah, we don't need to roll for him. We'll just see what
Okay.
happens. But basically, in the backdrop, you probably hear in your comm, in your belt, and Camo hears it over the comms channel. It's like, oh, we've got Hovis gifts coming in, General.
Can I just give the order? It's all
They're coming right for us.
Do I have to wait for my turn before I can give the
No, you can
command
do a
to
free command, free action.
Alright,
Fire.
Yeah, I'll just bring up the end. It's like, all Republic troopers, engage the enemy.
All right. So you start because
Okay.
everything's color coordinated in this. You start,
Wait, if I'm right behind the guy,
Oh, we'll see. Well, he has to get his action first, but hey, we might be able to get some melee this dude down.
I think I have to wait for
Yeah.
you guys to actually attack him, for me to
Actually,
actually get
hold
a
on.
shot at him, because I don't know where the fuck he is.
Yeah. Well, also, I think you guys pulled up beside him, so you don't get to act yet to squeak a little thing
Mm-hmm.
next to him, I guess.
I still technically get stealth because he doesn't know I'm fucking here, so...
Oh well, yeah. You're also at long range from him, so you don't need to
my
worry.
lightsaber is on, so
This guy's
Well,
probably
I don't know
gonna
about
run
that, but you have quick draw, so it doesn't matter.
yeah. Still a quick draw.
But basically what I was saying is because it's color coordinated, you can see blue lights flashing out in the darkness as let's see. The plan is probably 2 and 1 are doing primary stuff. So they're firing off. You can, hear the heavy repeater going on the dockside. 5 and 6 will probably rush up to reinforce them.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, because, narrative time, they're not acting yet. And 3 and 4 are holding security, so they're holding the post.
Yep.
We also can pull out the gunship later, yeah.
NPC. Well, yeah, those guys are probably flipping switches, getting ready to take off. Because you did say you wanted air cover. Anyway, so this guy, he's going. Let's see. So he goes first. So, I don't think you guys are engaged with him.
I have no context for this gift, but I want it.
So range up blaster pistol medium.
Well, I was just
Oh, that's just Rex is disguised as Stormtrooper, and he's getting fucking tired of this armor.
Oh my god, Rex. Oh, okay.
Old man Rex is great.
Is that Rebel?
Yeah, it's Rebels.
that's from Rebels.
I guess Camo could totally become that guy.
Anyway, so let's see. What's the he'll spend his maneuver to draw his guns because he doesn't have quick draw.
Okay.
That's fair. To get his heavy blaster pistols out.
Oh, he has
You
fucking
gonna
2.
do that.
Yeah, he's got
Probably
2. What are the
lucky.
actual rules for that?
Oh, the
I don't think he has arc
I got
training.
I need to check him. 2 weapon combat, same weapon, combined check. He doesn't get 1
I know
weapon as
there's
primary.
penalty for it.
Then determines what skills. Blah blah blah. All the basic shit.
what
It compares to weapon itself. Yeah, okay, that's too complicated. Where's the simple shit? Difficulty of the 2 checks. They're the same. Increased by 1. Okay, so because Aramaa is the mouthy one, and because we have to keep this meme going, he's going to
Omega's
perform
his own
a
fault.
combined blaster check on you.
Fine.
Did you learn parry yet?
Perry doesn't do shit against ranged.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't. He needs
Did
to
you learn
reflect.
deflect?
So no, not yet. That's okay. He's gonna
I'm
up
sorry,
his
this-
difficulty for this. So
I'm
let's see.
sorry,
This
I'm
is-
laughing. The parry, it does nothing.
The deflect. What about the
Stats
deflect?
for this. Agility,
It's
ranged, light.
it's a reflect, and
Okay.
that is actually how far?
Yes, so it's 2 upgrades and then 1 because they overlap. It's 2
Are you just
for
gonna put
that.
all of the dark side points?
No, I'm not. I don't need to spend any dark side points. This guy's a rival. He's got skills and things.
Oh god.
Mhm.
So I increase that by 1. But you have 2 defense,
Yeah,
right?
sorry.
2 range defense. No, this is you did not. Nobody needs to worry about conflict for resorting to violence first. Aramaa tried to arrest this guy.
I already know that. I'm just like trying to figure out if I'm going to go for one thing or another on my turn.
Like what? You're not going to draw your lightsaber and are just going to punch him? But okay, let's see.
No, I'll probably like lightsaber, but try to coerce him with it.
No, we can go. Like I said, we already got one prisoner.
Oh, well, also here's the thing. Because minions and rivals don't have strain thresholds, they don't necessarily die when they take wound damage.
Yeah.
So, you can technically non-lethally beat them up with a lightsaber. Like, you could just take off a hand or something, you know.
I mean, it's like what happens in Fallen Order, where it's like you don't see them cut through you.
So, he does hit with 1 success, so, but he doesn't get any extra hits or anything. So that'll be, 8 damage total.
Oh god, it's so much pain. Why am I in always so much pain?
The face always gets hit first.
He kind of fires while starting to backpedal a little.
So it's 8, right?
Yeah, 8, because it's 7 plus 1.
7 plus 1, then got 4 soak.
Actually, no, it should be 7, that's right. It's because it's plus additional successes, so it's just the base damage.
Oh, okay.
So just 7.
Okay. So I take 3. So I'm down to 8.
All right. Well, if anybody, if
next.
nobody minds, Cal wants to take next.
Okay.
Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm probably short?
Yes, you're all short with him. Nobody was engaged.
Okay, I'll take one maneuver. Well, I'll take my quick draw instead to drive my lightsaber. And then I'll do one maneuver to get to engage. Then I'll take another maneuver for -2 for +2 strain for aim.
Alright.
And I'll go for just lightsabering this guy.
Whom.
Yeah. Alright, roll
Okay.
him. So melee is an average. He doesn't have any defense or anything, so go for it.
Okay, time to see what I get. Not to kill them.
Ooh, that's not
3
bad.
success, 1 threat.
So that's what, 9 damage with breach?
Yeah, 9 damage with breach.
Lucky, what was that?
How much soak this guy?
Where was that? It doesn't matter. It's a lightsaber. Breach 1.
Oh, is that how breach works?
Yes. 1 point of breach is worth 1 point of vehicle armor, aka 10 points of soak. So yeah,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No, lightsabers are like, hi, your armor doesn't matter. Lucky, what was that link to the advantage chart?
I got it. I got it right here.
I'll pull it up on the Google Docs because I want to see if there's anything fun I can do with that threat, or if it's just more strain train.
Strain training.
I don't. Yeah, because that would normally be
You're
2
right,
threat for him to do a maneuver, so I can't negate your engage basically. So
You can't make him not move.
yeah, well, so engaging is technically a maneuver, but I don't think I can negate that because that's how you get out of you disengage by maneuvering yourself. So I can't do that. So take 1 strain.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes 1 strain. You get kind of a light sweeping cut because that's 9 damage.
Jeez.
Because that's a lightsaber. It'd be like 8 because it's bonus successes. I'll figure out my math here.
How's the guy looking after taking a hit like that?
I mean, he's not having a good day, but he's still up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, who goes next?
I would like to go next.
I'll take last because I assume seeing the lightsabers will give me a position of where they are.
Well, also now you'd be firing into melee, so.
Yeah. But as I said, this guy just got basically cut across his back, and guess what? I'm going to draw my lightsaber and ignite it. But instead of attacking, I'm going to tell him once more. I'm going to tell him, we are expecting your attack, and we are suitably defended. Clone troopers are fighting off your men right now. If you do not want them all to lie dead in the mud, surrender now.
Alright, well, roll, yeah, it's still, I will not give you the conflict penalty, but that's still the coercion check.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to get him to be like, yo, dude, cut it out.
Yeah.
So his willpower is 2, so that'll be an average check, because he doesn't have any special disciplining or anything. So attempt it. That'll basically be your action.
Yes.
And since this is already decentralized, I don't actually care if the combat becomes a combat or not.
But we have a light side point, right?
Yeah.
Would anyone be against me flipping it to try
Okay.
and end this combat before it gets too combat-y?
No, let's not. Like, we're down a guy. Let's try to keep
Okay.
this quick.
Alright, so
Control.
that'll give me 1 yellow, 2 green against this 2 purple. Wait, is coercion presence? I totally
No,
forgot.
willpower.
Coercion
well,
is
so either
just
way, it's
the
3. Okay.
willpower.
Yeah, those are your 2 stats.
Ah! I got a phone call. Hang on, I'll...
Gasp! No.
Hang on.
Everything is getting weird today.
Roll it.
What
Oh,
the
dicks!
actual fuck? Hang on, I'm gonna...
Hold on, Lucky gonna take his phone call. He's gonna figure out how to do that advantage.
So I have to shoot him in the head now, I guess.
Probably. if you're gonna risk the fact that you might shoot the Padawan, but you might as well.
I mean, like, I mean,
Hey, go
I
ahead.
don't have. I like, like he's
That
standing in the light of the place, so like he's not in dark, so like it's not a
That
hard
goes-
shot.
Well, okay. So what'll happen is you're at long range. You decrease that by 1, right? Because of the scope already.
I agree by 1, but I also have.
Okay, so
extreme
that's
range.
normally an
I don't-
average check. You have to upgrade it once, and any despair is spent. And I might flip some stuff back, but I'll see that in a second when Lucky comes back. But yeah, because we got to resolve this first. With like, he might give you he might decide to pass you some boost dice. So you could just get rid of this motherfucker.
I think I might just get 3 boost die.
But yeah, we'll have to see. Lucky might also need some strain fixed. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna say this: these purple dice.
There, no. This is a little. I guess the dice were going soft on you in the first 2 sessions.
I don't
Right.
know because it's like it more seems like they're stuck because I feel like it's a glitch in the program. Because
No, it's not. It wouldn't be. It's just statistics.
I mean,
Because
You're
remember,
all-
it's a
the
coin flip
same
is a
exact
50-50
result.
chance every time, but you will get streaks. So this is just it's streaky right now because it's
And then-
been running.
yeah, then there's one. Okay, 1 failure and then 1.
So
What's the name of like the circle kind of like the weird like hexagon kind of thing?
the threats. You can
Oh,
actually
yeah.
hover over
It's
them to see what they're
No,
called.
yeah. It just says T, so it's like threat and failure, like threat failure. It's like I've just noticed the same like threat. It's like threat then a failure like over like 6 times. It's just kind of weird.
Well, there are a lot of, like we said, there is only one blank face on the green and purple die.
Yeah,
Though it does seem like your greens have blanked out a couple of times. More
it's
than
weird.
usual,
'cause
but
it's like
again,
it blanked out
stats.
like every other roll, kind of.
Statistics.
Mark Twain did say they were lie, so.
Right.
It's math. It's probably
This is such a weird game. It also feels nice that like if people are yelling, it's not my fault.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
was
It's just the
testing
game.
all the... I was, like, testing this and that other one is just, like... The other one seems to be, like, highly flawed and that gives yellow and green dice more probability than the other ones.
Let's
I'm
see.
feeling that because it feels like there's a variant of the purples.
Because I rolled the same dice on the other one, it seemed to give better results.
You might have to roll that more than
Generate
once to get an idea.
probabilities.
Because
So
no 2 die roll is probably the same.
Well, yeah. So technically, this is probability-wise, the chance of that particular failure combo is low, but not impossible. The dice are supposed to be weighted a little bit more towards towards success with threat. It just feels like we're getting the other way around lately. I mean, yeah, I'm rolling this die roll, and it does seem like for the EOTE one, I'm getting like they are occasionally getting blanks out on other dice, but I'm getting a lot of like blank or single results on purples about as frequently as you guys are getting blanks on green. So I don't know if it's different algorithms or just the way the rollers seem to be
I
behaving.
mean, it seems like it's
Okay, I'm back, and I'm still mad.
Yeah.
So, do I have to shoot him in the head, Commander?
Well, yeah. Okay. So Lucky.
Well, we got to
advantage.
resolve.
Yeah. Okay.
You did a skill check. You got 3 advantage. So you can figure out what you want to do.
Well, I said, do I spend the results of the failure come first, or...
I mean, the results of the failure is he's like, I've got you out, you might think you have the advantage with your fancy glow sticks, but I've got you outnumbered. I don't know.
Oh, so he wasn't listening to you. Okay.
Well,
I mean, even if you guys have some clone squads firing, which he can hear, that's still only like 10 guys.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, there's 12 of he can see 12 of you basically. So hold on, let me do some guerrilla math because I want to be accurate for how big he says he is. He probably just says I've got you outnumbered 2-1, and I've been lost my accent, but I've been scoping this place out for weeks. You ain't got nothing on me, copper. Okay.
And then the gunships come up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna perform, and so I don't have to start because I got 3 advantage, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna heal 1 strain as I harden myself and resolve to what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take a free maneuver to fucking move into from short to engaged.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Axe must go.
Yes.
Okay, so I assume like it's not hard to see them because I can kind of.
No, you've been like I said, you've been following with the scope, so you see this whole shenanigans going on.
Yeah, so he's also in the light. So like the only issue is like how much of a penalty is to shoot while they're like engaged with him.
You get upgrades for that.
Yeah. That's
and your despair is automatically spent to hit another front of your allies. I think there's a talent that lets you negate that, but yeah, basically
Oh, so
that's the thing.
I hit them no matter what.
Yeah, if you roll a despair, you will hit them doing. Now you don't do. I don't think you do bonus successes, but you will do the base damage of your weapon to an ally.
Oh, okay.
So normally, let's assemble the
okay.
check. This would be your ranged heavy check for your rifle. You can take
So
maneuvers to aim if you want to get some boost dice.
I will because I'm also prone.
Yeah, that doesn't. I actually, based on what I looked at, that doesn't actually make you better. That just makes it harder for people to hit you.
Oh, okay.
But you can take an aim.
I'm accurate 1. I'm aiming.
Yeah. If you take 1 maneuver to aim, it's +1 boost die. If you take another maneuver to aim, but that'll strain, obviously, but that'll be another boost die. But normally this check should be hard because it's long range, but you reduce that to average.
I also have an extreme gun, so
that doesn't matter.
Okay.
That just means you can make attacks up to extreme, as we've discussed.
Gotcha.
But it's long range, so normally it should be hard, but because of your scopes and stuff, it reduces it to average, but that's upgraded once.
Okay, so it's not just 2 reds, 1 red.
Well, it's gonna be 2 reds because I'm gonna flip a dark side point, so you have another light side point again.
Axe, I want to ask, why do you want to shoot into the melee when there are literally guys coming over like throughout the town?
I just want to take out the guy.
Well, also that's kind of like, do you want me to put shitloads and shitloads of dudes in this combat?
I guess that's true. But
so technically, those guys aren't in the combat. Now, if Axe wants to say, I want to wave my thing to not shoot my friends and see what I can see with my eyes, sure, but that means you're basically going to lose a player character.
Okay.
So
right,
that's
well,
if you think it's safer, both in and out of character, for him to not shoot you in the back.
Well, I said I only got 8. And what's the damage on your
against people? Against people, it's 10.
Yeah.
Oh, and you could shoot me too.
Mm-hmm.
How much soak you got?
I soak.
Well, no.
like
Guess what, Axe? I'll let
2.
you. You decide as you. You're the ARC trooper. You're supposed to be the strong, independent sort. Do what you think is best.
I just want to. I just want to try to stop this before like you guys could get really hurt.
I'm already hurt. I've been hurt constantly.
Also, I mean, he's got guns. They're double team engaging him. It's like
okay.
It's this guy's fucked. Like it doesn't matter. Even if he goes first, he's fucking dead, dude.
Okay. Okay, then.
So your duty is loss prevention. I understand where you want to be like, I don't want them to die, but you're much more likely to do a blue on blue than you are to actually save them any wounds.
Okay, then can I shoot at what if like the vehicle? Like what? Like okay, what are the vehicle? Then should I just do a shot roll and then see what I get from it? If I'm like shooting at like the enemy forces.
Isn't there something you can do to assist people?
Not really from this distance.
I have like sniping range. Like
yeah, that's the problem. He's far away.
Can I just like my gun does extra damage against machines and droids? So like, could I just like shoot out with like some other vehicles?
Oh, not really, because vehicles have armor and stuff, as we've discussed.
Yeah.
There's scaling involved.
Hang on, let's see here. There's gotta be something.
Yeah, each point of armor is like 10 points.
It's 10 points of so.
I meant their bikes are in it, but okay, fair. Can't help.
Like,
well,
like
okay,
you,
so if,
you want to do Overwatch? That should be something he could be able to do somehow.
I could do that, yeah.
No, not really.
Not.
That's no, there's no action for that. There are probably talents for that kind of stuff, but no.
Son of a bitch.
Shooting into melee rules. prevent me from helping.
Yeah, no shit, because it's a bad fucking idea to fire your big fuck-off gun into a melee clusterfuck. That's bad. Don't you act like it's disappointing that the rules are fucking you over. It's how it should be. I know.
It's like
I know. You're Johnny Snipeman.
How is he blocking lasers? It's for them just slashing at him. So it's like, wouldn't it be like he's just a person?
They're engaged. They're physically in your way.
Okay.
So you can risk it. I think there's only one despair symbol on each die, but guess what? If it's a critical failure result, you hit them.
Like I said, Axe, I'm leaving it up to you, man.
I don't trust myself because I know if I fail, you're just gonna, like, it's gonna hang over you for the rest of this game. Or, like,
well, it won't hang you over the rest of the game. I'll be angry at you for like 30 seconds, and then I'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like
I mean, I'll be fair. There should be no throwing of stones in glass houses. I don't think anybody in this team has not accidentally fucked some shit up at some point and shot somebody or done something that other characters didn't like.
I don't think Lucky has done it.
Okay, another question.
Well, no, I have. Axe, remember? I'm not Axe. Marth, remember that time when we were flying the hot getaway and we were doing the canyon run? Yeah. And I was all like, hey, what happens if I shoot the torpedoes and the rocks and use them to try and crush the fighters behind us? And everyone was all like, don't do it. And I said, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yes, exactly. I thought of that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
The question is, like, if I don't
What's
shoot,
more
what
true
can
to
I
your
do?
character? Like, is your character more about, I don't want to risk the fact that I could shoot an ally, I'll go do something else? Or are you like, I must shoot this man?
Are you going to complete the objective?
Fucking goddamn it, I'm doing this. Fucking
Alright, roll.
Alright, roll.
Okay.
Roll your heavy with at least 2 blue and then 2 reds for difficulty.
Okay, so 2 yellows, 1 green, 2 blue.
This is gross.
Oh! Hey! Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you did not despair.
Wow.
The failures did cancel out. You did roll a decent amount of success, but the dice are spicy.
Accurate 1, who's aiming 1.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. That's the check.
Anything else, because quick strike doesn't matter.
May I make a suggestion here, please? Give that man some fucking black.
Yeah, what is that? Is that 1 for 1 to give him black dice?
No, it's 2 for 1 to add a black to
okay.
target his niggers.
Have a black, like have a black. It's like I shoot him, or it's like I shoot him, and he has to jump to avoid the goddamn shot.
Yes.
No, I know exactly what happens. You take off his hat. Like, you aim high, because the Padawan Aramaa are shorter than this guy in his cowboy boots. You blow off his hat, and he's distracted by...
Oh, fuck.
Not my hat!
Oi, me hat! So that's your combo. Now we match to him. Let's see. He's still got 2 guns. So the question is, does he want to punch you? Or does he want to... actually, yeah, fuck it. He'll take his maneuver instead of disengaging, because then
2 attacks.
Both of you won't. Yeah, you'll both just hit him, and he won't get anywhere. He'll just take an action instead to switch to his knuckle duster. He'll drop a gun and get out his good old punchman skills.
That's not gonna block a lightsaber.
Well, yeah, Sunder, but doesn't matter. And he's just gonna try and Aramaa is still the most annoying one, so he's gonna just try and clock you with his knuckle duster.
All right.
So what's his melee pool? Technically better than his shooting pool, but his weapons are a lot less scary.
I just noticed we still kept the trend that, like, I've never actually truly missed something. I've just never, like...
Yeah, I guess technically we said that you hit something that time.
Yeah. Like, even last action, it's like, I didn't technically miss. I just didn't hit the thing dead on.
Yeah, because you've never outright failed with, like, threats or anything. You've always gotten something out of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, you have 2 defense. That's not the right call for that. That's setback dice. I think that's everything. Okay. Roll. Oh, I gotta roll. Sorry. Pray to your defense. Okay. So...
The fuck? Like, what the fuck?
That is gonna be... Now remember, you got a lightsaber now.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be... I believe...
Oh wait, you actually could parry this.
Yeah, I could.
Actually, hold on. I need to actually look this up, because it's gonna bother me about the combat. How does the damage calculated? Is it plus total success symbols or not?
I assume it's like, if it's like for a knife, it's brawn plus a number.
Well, yeah, I know what his damage is. I'm just trying to be like, okay, what's the actual resolution here? Success.
Also, wouldn't trying to punch the guy with a lightsaber get your hand cut off?
Each uncancelled success adds +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 successes showing. His base damage with this is 5. That's counting his
He
brawn.
has
and
4
everything.
brawn?
Yes, he does
Holy
actually.
shit.
Now he's a rival. I'm kind of glad that you ended up fighting this guy. He is a gang leader stat line. I'm glad you guys decided to fight this guy 1v1. The real thing is that he's just squishy as hell. So yes, that'll be 9 damage, but no other shit he can do. He can't trigger disorient or knockdown. So,
Alright, so I would like to activate parry.
Alright.
Because fuck that shit.
Well, I need to reduce, but so that means for 3,
You take 3 strain, yeah.
and I can reduce it by 2 plus parry ranks, which is 1, so I basically trade 3 damage for 3 strain, which will knock it down to, what was it? You said it's 9, right?
Yeah, it was
It was
9, so
9,
that's
so it goes
6.
Okay.
And then you
You
apply
only
your
take
soak.
3.
Yep, so I'll be taking 2 damage from all that.
Oh,
Alright,
Nice.
so you pull up your lightsaber to kind of interpose. It ruins his swing, which otherwise was probably going to catch you right in the jaw and lay you out. So you kind of take it on the shoulder instead, but you don't get a proper block in.
Yeah.
You're still relatively new for parrying as
Okay.
far as skills go.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on?
He dropped his gun and decided to punch Aramaa.
Okay.
Aramaa parried it, but still got punched in the
And
shoulder.
not really
It's
cut off.
Your shoulder. So,
Because-
now it's a PC turn. I think,
May I go?
it's fair both if Aramaa wants to just slap him back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just slapping fight, go.
I mean, one of them should cut his flesh off, and everyone just hurts.
Well, no, I'm just gonna do a solid cut.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a maneuver to. Like I say we're still engaged, right?
Yep. He chose not to disengage because he know that he can't outrun 2 of you.
All right.
Basically.
Well,
Alright.
I'll take an opportunity to aim, and I'm just gonna do the swing.
Right? You carefully measure your step and then just go for a classic vertical cut.
Okay,
Honestly, I'm
so-
trying. Like, I want to say my aim is because I don't want to just attempt to bisect him.
Sure.
Okay, so
so
you're just
let's-
gonna kill him.
Well, yeah, remember his rival. Just because I empty him of wounds doesn't mean I automatically kill.
Right, because
Right.
there's no rivals don't have strain thresholds like player
Yeah.
characters. Only
It's more like how I
nemesises do.
think. It's how I think like in Fallen Order it works, where it's like you don't kill them; it just looks like you just.
Oh no, they're
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
dead in
okay.
Fallen Order. Those dudes are dead.
I mean, you do the killing blow before that. Like
Okay,
even though you're
so
slicing
it's-
through them, it doesn't actually kill them.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
just
it's
'cause-
gonna be more like a
Mm.
glowing wound, but it doesn't have to kill him.
Woo!
Okay, that is a excellent roll.
So
Yay!
that's gonna be
You
what,
rolled good.
7.
That does a
Huzzah.
lot this entire game.
Okay, well, so your base damage is what? 6, so yeah, it's 7
Mhm.
total. Breach 1. Yeah, he's done. He had 14 wounds.
Mhm.
So, Marth did over half in one shot, and then you come in with the other, and just
Oh, you?
down across the chest.
Oh,
And
you
he
could have
just
told me he was
Ugh.
bloodied. Okay.
clunk, falls over.
Mm-hmm.
Collapses to the ground in a pile. How you want to spend those advantage? Do you want to get all your strain back?
I'm looking real quick. Well, he's
Well, 'cause
down.
The
so-
combat is over.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, I'll use it. I'll just use it to
Combat
heal fucking strain. Like right meow.
You feel good. He tried to punch you.
Oh, you could use his communicator on his wrist to basically tell his men that like their leader.
No,
is-
she
is
can't. She's
taken
bad at
hostage.
deception.
Yeah.
No, literally just say like their leader has been taken out. Like he's hostage. Like you stand
Axe,
down.
Axe. Calm down. I have my own ideas.
Okay.
Oh well, okay. If you want to do something immediately, go for it. Because
No,
otherwise,
no,
I would
I'm
just
not-
I would just suggest you roll leadership to coordinate your clones to just take these guys out.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna do.
All right, roll an average leadership check as basically a very expurgated mass combat check.
Can I give assistance because I'm also helping? with, like-
Yeah, you can give assistance. You're offering supporting
Okay.
fire. You're part of this team.
Yeah,
So
okay.
this is
Alright, cool. There you go.
end of combat currently.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to recover strain, you can roll resilience
Think
or yeah, it's discipline. Sorry, it's survival if you do something else.
Mhm. Okay, 1 success, 2 advantage.
All right. All right. Well, with your advantage, I'll let you pick. Do you, with no additional penalties? This is just for fluff. Do you want this to be like Actually, I'll phrase it this way. Do you want to put your clones more at risk, but get more live captures? Because stun is shorter range, so basically, like, surround them, punch them, cuff them, stun them.
Mhm.
Or is it like, give them the business, and there are way, way more dead criminals, but your clones are much less likely to be injured?
No, we're gonna do this like actual clone wars, where random clones are just gonna end up fucking dead, I assume. So I'm gonna go tell them to go for captures.
Okay.
You still have the leader,
there's
though.
about
so,
2
like,
dozen
okay.
of these guys. Basically, what they're here. Let me show you what they're flying in on. What their major vehicle is. Because this is why they're a bit of a challenge. Some of your guys get shot up a little bit because of what they're riding in. So they're riding in this, and this is actually in my homebrew document. I made sure to do the stats for this. The MSP-80 Taro Hoverpod. Which is like, it's exactly like you see. It's got big floodlights, it's got winches, it's got some forward guns, and it's got space where you can stand on the back and hoot and holler, and it's got a gun rack.
This is so redneck.
Exactly,
It's a
that's why I love it. So they're flying around, they've got 2 of these things, and the rest of the guys are like riding swoop bikes or speeder bikes, double stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are fucked. You brought heavy repeating weapons, they just get picked off, nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
And the hover pod, which attacks the bridge side where Boots' squad and Fireteam Grek are forwarded up, also goes down pretty easy because they have a heavy repeating blaster. And this
guy that is actually pretty good gunnery.
Yeah, he's really good, and this thing doesn't really have a lot of cover or armor. But Squad 2 is cut up a little bit more as one of these pods does a gun pass. But basically, your squads basically are like tackling people off speeder bikes, stun shotting them off speeder bikes as they fly by. Boots brings down the hover pod into the river so it doesn't explode or anything, and just a bunch of mercs and criminals come crawling out of the water, or just like, oh shit, hands up. The second Taro hoverpod gets away, and right up until the LAT boots up and chases after him. Again, I'll offer you. Do you want him to just lay waste to this pod with missiles, or do you want him to tell him to fucking pull over? What are your orders, Commander?
Fucking late. I don't want him getting away.
All right. Pew pew. It fires off a couple of its master. Actually, no, they've got air-to-air missiles. They let fly a couple of the wingtip air-to-air missiles, the space sidewinders. The pod eats shit and crashes into a mud flat way away, and there's a big into the night.
I
Those
now
guys
see
are
where you have the
fucking
most fun. I understand that you have the most fun talking about just aircraft battles or just space battles.
They're dead.
Spice.
The LAT circles around, and okay. You took in their leader. He's alive, but he's not doing great because you gently caressed him with a couple of lightsabers.
There's some third-degree burns there.
Cal, would you mind ensuring that our captive does not up and die on us?
I'll do my best.
I can't feel me ribs. Wait, no, I can. I'm not supposed to. Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So
Sedatives.
you've probably captured I want to say 15, somewhere between 15 and 20 of these guys. Just
right.
laid out, cold cocked, stun blasted.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difficulty for this?
He's over half. He's at his full wound threshold, so I think it's hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a hard medicine check plus any bonuses or whatever you have.
If Loth is here, he'd probably help you.
Now he's busy fishing those guys out of the river.
Yeah.
So basically, these guys are just exactly like I described them. They're made up of a couple of humans, a couple of Weequay. There's a few Klatooinians, who are those weird dog-looking men. Okay, he doesn't die, but you don't make him feel better.
That's fine.
Perfect.
He's not dead, but he's not getting any better.
That's fine.
Cav thinks to himself, they didn't actually cover what do you do about lightsaber wounds in school.
They probably should have.
I should probably talk to my master about that. Whoops. Anyway, so yeah, you've got a lot of these guys cartoned up. I assume you're not going to stick around to do interrogations, so
no.
You probably get a second gunship to load them all up in while they're all cuffed and haul them back to the base to be dispensed with justice.
Well, I'm going to have Aramaa is going to spend some time with the fallen clone troopers and quietly weep over them.
Okay.
Camo's gonna be there with you because he's actually because if some of his men died, he's gonna feel really bad about it.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing. Yes,
Right.
unfortunately, probably just a couple of guys out of squad 2.
Heal Aramaa then.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. You have your kind of quiet moment because, yeah, there's probably 2 or 3 guys in Squad 2 who were just doing what clones do, and they were standing in an open street when there was an automatic weapon.
Right.
You just hear Aramaa whisper, once again, I ordered children to die.
That's the moment where it's like, I think when you do it, like, Camo's like quietly, but he's patting you on the shoulder, like he's holding your arm on the shoulder. It's like, it doesn't say much, but you could kind of get the feeling.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Hey, okay. So, like, any healing here? Please try on you.
There is a little bit of a blaster wound in your gut. Again.
No,
it's
Padawan.
The same spot. He got you right in the same spot that drug got you.
No, Padawan. Check. I'll be fine. Ensure that all of our troops are whole before me. I'll manage.
Alright, well, this...
Aramaa is just going to shoot up with another stim pack.
I am.
I'll just...
This is your second of the day, technically, I think. So you get back 4. But...
Yes. Wait, no, what? No, it's my first, because... Wait, no, yeah, you're right, it is my second.
Yeah, because you shot up with one after getting ate by the mud shark. That was technically this morning.
Yeah,
okay. It was just morning, okay.
So it's still same day. You haven't had any rest.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, okay.
So I'm
well, with Cascade, honestly,
think
you could
Camo
probably
wants to
save a
stay
couple of good clone boys. Who are not lethally injured, but also probably would not have done well sitting in the mud until Medivac came, so... there's probably a couple of clone medics among the specialists you brought who were able to help you out, and so good boy points all around.
I have a thing for Camo that wants to say to like Aramaa.
I don't know how Camo even want to say anything. You can just do a silent hand on the shoulder.
Well, it's more of like after that moment where like Kavis leaves. It's more. I don't know if I actually could say it, but the point I trying to get across is that as an ARC, he feels that it's his responsibility to make sure that his team doesn't feel the threat of death. And it feels if they died because he couldn't actually prevent it, it feels like it's a burden on himself.
Okay. Well, yeah. But let's go ahead and wrap up too, because we're getting along. We're over 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if you guys might want to think about that exchange too. You can think about stuff. Maybe with time and text planning, you can figure out better what you want to say. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's the point.
So, you wrap up, you pile back. You basically you were gone a day, and so Master Lago is kind of there to meet you, and he kind of notes, and he kind of nods somberly when he sees you, Aramaa, and he's like, "Well, I see you've solved the problem already with your usual quick wits." He kind of looks you up and down and says, "Still working on that defensive training. Well, maybe we can take a few days now that we've rounded up these ruffians, and we can maybe all get together and do some lightsaber drills."
Aramaa will, once again bow, and it's like, I would appreciate that greatly, Master. But for right now,
he kind of looks you up and down. Maybe he senses your trepidation, your inner conflict, and he makes sure to like set a hand on your shoulder and say, "I understand that though it was the more difficult path, you tried to minimize the loss of life, not only for yourselves and the civilians, but for these criminals. Even though there are many, perhaps some even in our order, who would offer them no quarter. Let's see, what do we say? Your path is more righteous than you know. Stay strong to it." Kind of gentle squeeze.
Just again, thank you, Master. And those looking, are Aramaa's eye bandages wet? Who knows?
All right, so well, let's do EXPs. So
yeah,
you won the battle with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty well, actually.
Yeah, you did pretty good. But you physically won the conflict with that guy, and also you won the battle, so that's 10 right there.
Oh, nice.
And I want to say, let's see. Thinking about stuff you accomplished. I mean, technically you successfully set up your plan, and you managed to stealth it, even though there were complications, so we'll call it another 5, so that's 15 base. I felt like this was a big deal, also because you got your asses kicked, so... you did go out of your way and do the bonus thing on Idsrane and do all your fucking math, so we'll call that 20 round. Cool. Did anybody do anything that sticks to their motivations?
I shot in the melee.
Friends and family.
What's your motivation, X?
The mission.
the mission.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you get your 5 EXP. Yes. I must complete the mission.
It's like I have to stop this. I have to stop this fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that goes.
Marth, what was yours again? Faith
and friends and family.
I don't. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the map, but I
was.
definitely think you exercised faith. You trusted that this operation would go okay, and you stuck about your business.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay.
I like to say that I hit mine. People are counting on me. I did give a speech in the middle of the fucking square saying that I was going to protect these goddamn people.
And you
And
did,
they believed
yeah.
me.
Okay. We'll have to come back to whatever.
What is loss?
I think it's connection family, like his clone brothers.
It was like it's family. Like
I think it's fair that he doesn't get the extra motivational one just because he wasn't here. That's just like an extra thing anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody
He
else
probably
got
got a
20,
chance
so
he
it's a
was
pretty
here.
decent amount. If that's okay with you guys.
Mm.
Because I don't think
Okay,
before he had to
now-
leave, he necessarily did anything yet that was like super cloney brother countering on.
Mm.
Okay, so
Duty though, let's
morality
see.
And duty.
Well, Aramaa's duty goes up by 5 because combat victory.
Neat.
Because you won a victory, you literally orchestrated a battle, even if it was versus some space cockneys.
I have support.
Yeah, which is you help other people accomplish their duty, which you did. You helped Aramaa, so I'll give you 5. Axis is loss prevention. Did you do? You definitely tried. Much like your mission, you tried to go out of your way to keep your team from going down. So I'll say we'll give you 5 too.
Okay.
So I think that means
Alright,
everybody's at
Ax.
15.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and cut the recording here, and
Alright,
we'll
what
on
about
air we'll
Aramaa?
talk about what you want to spend your EXP on next time. So I'll just say goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Don't forget to
now
like, comment, and
morality.
subscribe. Oh, Lucky, do you know what song this episode is off the top of your head?
Oh, no, I'll think of it. Don't worry.
Seven Samurai soundtrack.
Nah.
Alright.
Hang on.